nature say ye be sorry so just premo ato ansa na apije mu abadija be sho sabana de ho bia no wode ni nyina enso etmerum ansa na sato of the bebo no enso de pina ena ye de ba sede enhyehe ni sitie ne dikan ekwa amonone na yakofa amonone nsem ne nyina ede abaye wi a na fe ne fisem no enso ede ato so kama ede amomna sede amonone esiatia na na ye be matches ebeba so over this weekend no ye be de hu komo from Premier League no enra game back ekọ so enra menim say we Liverpool supporter menim die but over can say season no I over winning the best actually be won fa ho na because na some of my Liverpool brothers some of my Liverpool friends no now we are very worried because anyama ato almost team this season because over Liverpool team or G League last season and the state of Liverpool this season empo over our position on the league table even after our position so Liverpool number of games are well lose in the Premier League this season number of games are in the entire season well lose now as a club I was spending a lot in last summer's air transfer now omabe drew at this point in a hardware pa yet on some eba no pay no Premier League matches the FA Cup game and I said the finals of the FA Cup no and eba so Wembley Chelsea Manchester City me sure say we for be near the home come and so etumi Eddie Abramo Sanso and I ever call the other league centers no na akwa kudin come na and I upiem ewa Germany a Bundesliga ni na eba na wie and omo ewi omo season ni na ever said the name enso besi akọ ade afa ho ensem no dodo na na ya tenasia yet Abramo pay enso ewo dwumadi no sifat nyame admo chena Premier League matches no ebetin ato so Sanso and La Liga matches no enso yo chena na fi no yahwe the all the other games are enso beba so da season and so awie na on the season be wie say no World Cup no so tawo edunti no ya na ma bibia abana kwa bibia what I say World Cup no so eto say minimum say players ahobo mo no say nke bia any normal year bia I'm sure say this time players planning on vacations but this time they untimi shada planning a vacation bia because right after the league no na o join the national team I say we some few days of no join no national team for the FIFA World Cup. And countries are qualifying into winners and come away. Nigeria for power so much one count. Na yeba fien so yeba the Black Stars of Ghana friendly match on the 22nd and 16th. Na just say was some few days na sa game no and sweat me Barcelona. Any Mexico game and bet me a question I understand sir. Home-based players are started from coach Carlos Queiroz started from the likes of Salim Adams, Razak Simpson, Ebenezer Adade, Benjamin Asari, Solomon Agbesi, and Ebenezer Abano. Many reports say Omo departed from Ghana. Omo Chemu Ewo Meiko acquiring the rest of the squad for that game. Yet I say about to pay Ewage Median so. Now don't forget that the national under 17 side and so egu Omo competition so I know. The U17 AFCON cost Morocco Ghana boy in first game with Algeria me catch so you go 2-2 na annual recovery session and so me so abromo said the next game no and so bet me so coach Prosper Nati Ogun as a despite say you throw points away in the first game no and Chelsea be a Mountain Abembu bia but also still mood our camp no very positive or more prepare for their next game against Senegal say the Ghana Senegal game no enso bet nya question na konkran so a ye nyina yenim say African athletics no enso gu so question na Ghana young relay team mano bronze and omo setimi kaye and 4x100 meters no omo je bronze sans and Ghana enso remember no and so the final and also omo saka bronze medal ni nyina ho se meba no pe ewedwumadi no Mr. Wilson Arthur ono and the chairman of the MTN FA Cup na wakan sembi edi afa ye league no any acquire teams and so entimi and keep players for a longer period of time actually so over some few days na say and say after maybe a season or two na players movie sa player exodus any sanya mana e koso no ni nyina wakasa and so at media fountain se we ko nyakuti this weekend yami adma ochina obuase de menim se adaje ni posokresan se Ashanti Gold 04 coronation no nyame admochna no a mo monitor show no bia ye di unkomo ema even oboy sikiba say actors any as good all players our game and you china before a kick off no ti e kire say ho be de pa na Ghana Premier League match day 33 and so you be preview ne kakra na ya bonko because say match day 33 no and come e free mobile no and come e free Ghana Premier League in mobile no mekai say coaches ni bia ba say Ghana mekai Nancy Shapiro mo o mekai say Ghana Premier League, you know, see a first round new year. Any other matter after first round, no, the Akari Yana Kwako Silo and Kofuta. What I say, any other, Macacho say, no, na last week, me ten come up. Boys, he do a come and I'm cutting you so match we results ni say. Pie starting match, I say, more bonnet in time. You know the exact results. But Oka Okruma say, the phone say how. And I brutally see I'm predicting matches for her. Ema isi wa amana ni ntiwe no eno nkyere se bia se mo kana be mo nkyere se sa na eko amana no ni wobi what I say obia ni hono ma se Burnley any Arsenal be boboyi tameti e betumi aka se makote nkomo bi se Burnley fo ni be je mu de ama Arsenal ye betumi am Christian Max betumi aye analysis actually how Arsenal betumi a she Burnley and e betumi abem but ahano de yet ne de ehu no because born am ye no ahano ye timu bi o any fa ba bi ye stakeholders e wo game nim ti in 70 bi because last week pa me point ma me kona I have this friend e wo Canada Nana o friend me as and Ghana football pa na isi mra ne wo Ghana pa na me say so ono ti amana ne timete eti be si wo Ghana yen league match say cause what amana ne te ampa obekwa akọ no na asi baruka omo ye in the hands of affairs no omo person be giatum omo person be giatum say league na ye bone nye ye league no nyema koso dodo and a favoritism ne sa doso our Ghana Premier League favoritism a doso in the Ghana Premier League. Say nanu na na chese me ni me yokubi di nkomo eno chese na me ma me ni nko Ghana Premier League table no so anam so ene omo me na de na asie so I sure say sa friends and cronies no ebe ma so hye be ba F go no yes because so relegation one na teams are on betia relegation of friends and cronies I wa Ghana in football ecosystem ni no Bema you say why they already on the table no there. How any 11 wonders there or me already relegated or we don't call relegation. But so we for Ghana Premier League table no. Now we're from All Blacks, Lions, Young Apostles, Vision, Nations. Check owners of these teams. Not check your affiliation. Check it. Mamure Fisa Edrumrebi. Ya papa Dr. Kwame Chei. Na ne ba ene keto kreku Murafi said maybe FA so ma be bobo bia okuma se if a Black Stars match eno man fan kwa brankesi that time ye be call elections na ni papa de Dr. Kwame Chi nye se ye nyina ye te kroma ye hu bi ene Nations the Nations position Ghana Premier League table no so Vision Michael Osakre, the chief of staff at the FA. She say, "Oh no, sorry, ni team newe or toss 15 or 41 points. Nations at 16 or 41 points. Check Young Apostles, huh? All Blacks owner. Obua FA no. Obua mo but baby I will do say no nyame de. Any other side, yet Tiago Kaum say, na more predict Yamon ne dear man bem. Ti Argentina sa muka bibi had a bemwa. Margin Yama say, Massa. Near me Cosmo Chroma say, buy a fire football no one. The friends and cronies. Now for 4 million anyway, Madame Finway, Nipe we win a boa mini a Debo League Chroma, especially in the second round. Ukoka is your manka, and our evidence way. evidence no mo tete to munim sema ya ken munim sema ya ken you know that things are not well munim koya e first boy in league especially in the second round and it is not the best and yet the best Spurs area obetimi ariako no one give a hell nessa na Spurs na yenko buaro ne yema dabi Matiano fan ya fa bibia sa tra ne mbo no ene ya dwene nyina ya Black Stars na Black Stars now how many times are Black Stars bobo in a year how many times and a Black Stars bobo in a year Tiana Black Stars na league ni ya say ya two league ni peshi na sabi nsem hunu ni nsamfo na ekoso e Ghana Premier League Jene, sometimes, yenyanum bi both teams ni bi o. Yenam fofo. Both teams ni yenim what goes on. So far almost so far. Uti one mana obi a ono no wunu senka baby every day watene wanya team a wo bon kan ne se say the bed nya obedi wo ho ne ofro mami say. Ye league yenye ni ye. Things are not well done. Yenye league ni ye. Na Kiebo league this season, how many teams and the threatening so beja Ghana Premier League nebo? How I cry say how I so jaibo? Ya antisa young apostles ka so beja and a chaupa course nkoto sera course ansa no mbebo league no. Na league na papa nke bedru this point. Pedi for mu nya niema yi. Your league no se mu ye ni ya, mu ye Ghana Premier League ya and munyam ba ba ma mo a. Na munya Black Stars sem na ye. Adai Sir Christian, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
I no pay me the nyama me sir.
Na wano pay nkwa ne nyama nye. Nyama prefer say enye na asem. Me de yem ya ne aban odi ni sika ba be shimu a. Amanfo nso nye serious say obema ban sika no ho aban faso.
Me say na me busa say sa aban sika no or the mark class no mfanye dey.
Friends and cronies.
Aban sika Christian, only Max one pay me busa say Sa 1 million Ghana cedis 10 billion na aban eyima class no so mo fanya dey
na the obaji Ghana Premier League ni wi so ya sama no 20 billion price money a esa be chicha ma class no enyi sika ketwa say aban sika dia and eye menu mi no ni maso sika and once you sika no I was see timi ehu accountability from the amount of money the state e dia share Ghana Premier League no so then kabe bibi kra na nka for the first time when you buying our show interest so person we invest in Ghana football no enka sha mining kunan give the government any the president ni nyina the sports ministry any abain what so no more the confidence to do this again next year first time oye ni give them the reason they enter next year I was outside sika Eshe Ghana Premier League no. Na eye we nyina awie. Na they pretend that they don't know what is happening. They pretend that enema yakwa abonte no just mere coincidence when deep within their rooms. So me enu kwotena omo dem a omo nim se nsem na da abonte na amanfo ka no the reality. Bamba abonte a they paint the picture say and some na mumiye ka bontino they describe it as interesting a coincidence. Munim league na mo bono munim ha mo bom league no and me say nya bontin so for na kan wo Coach Shapiro ya bontin so ni
Dabi
we a registered coach I ndey se team bia pena obetimi afa no so me coach sa team no so oye stakeholder in Ghana football manam ya se me no kan
so you crowd o ja kwa ko pen baby atina
o ja ko pen baby atina now when you have a product mo mabe wura no free mu a these are the things they say about you and they haven't said they have not shown interest just one bit to reverse the trend
over the years and
until may say why do we worry ourselves to talk about this because Andy 2 years ago we said the same thing Last year we said the same thing. This year we are saying the same thing. What is the guarantee that next year by this time we are not going to say the same thing? Because those responsible to fix this mess are the same people causing this mess. Mess you expect them to fix it. Are the same people responsible for this mess? Causing mess. Andy, how do you ask a thief to be a policeman? Better than a yeti kroma say ye wa police fo a omo na achi akronfo die hunu se ubenya police no say akronfo
sana nse
omo hu bruta
nse bisi se who's police ni kutatu a oyem nsho ba who's any other person kutatu a oyem timi show so say omo su na edibone ebinom
so those who are supposed to act as the police are rather the thieves. Ghana Premier League ni Andy me say do stage we are friends and cronies AC me ya na me referee title no Kofi Boachi say so we retired COP na say police no retire from maso say if I so me Ghana football adwuma do you know why he resigned? Do you know the entire one Ghana adwuma no o say Ghana adwuma no uvremu a Utimi say friends and cronies.
Ghana football.
People are so related. Say untimi nka obi asem. We are done for new way. We so done for new way. We are done for new way. Enti asem ba ye beka no. Friends and beka friends asem. Namfo and beka namfo asem. Kebeda na me maso. Sometimes let's not take it away from people who. When you are a friend to somebody, a bit biased over the person. Metia, Nama Kojina baby, one day I become a judge. Nama so asemba menimwa. Miyanipa bias is kakrabeba. That is why you need an independent body, only a member of the FA, to run the league. But league no info. Dr. Kwame on Fana Wango show. Vision and idea. And you're a member of the FA. So FA for na nebo mu league nti asemba FA for na nebeka. Enti unye a friend of the FA. That is why people are forced to associate themselves with the FA. I saw we by force a friend of the FA. Because one a friend of the FA now asemba do stage we are and the boy you are free. You acquire than for crowd where Sambana or near Fenu falling out and the Ibina to a nation's FC.
And I see a church me say so far Ghana Premier League table now from 11th position about the 16th position. So go back and check the owners of and I said directors of these clubs are now we have more affiliation. As I say, amongst our teams, no back on also Becca any 11 wonders on relegation. Nations. Vision, Young Apostles, Heart of Lions, one Don't run the Abbey. No, for Honma.
Why executive committee member?
What I say? And I see a church or Mubu. Now,
Vision is your secretary.
Or secretary,
chief of staff. Oh. Mr. Ketokriku, chief of staff.
Nation Service, Dr. Kwame Chief. Me say a Black Stars match. Nenke de Kwako Bono Abrankesi.
Yes, FA Cup Bibia near
Bibia near because that time no. Dr. Kwame Chief. Any cat to say.
Chocho.
Na odie. Ya bat near Ghana Premier League na matches na about this weekend.
And in the Ghana Premier League, I will not worry myself to look into those matches because you worry yourself and look at those matches, over critical analysis, but critical analysis, and then the teams in the coach now talk about Bobo. Born a Bobono, a free neck, baby league in Yano, Madame Funi, minimum way, Yamoma we, name pre-wintum, you even a beko, Yama income, sa, and one a becoso, and to say baby Ghana Premier League, I am not interested.
Nanesen,
yeah, Andy.
I didn't know. Adiana yen wa hase na grona yedi no amaxo because until transfer ti league yen ko football Premier League ni La Liga ya yedi anu bi ni no na say yedi anu wo ye Bobby bi foforo bi aside o mo bo league na National League na no bi ni e bo ha
And the DK, we are just advice from your elder brother to you. You are doing a good job. But Mr. Ross, next time when you are starting the show, Mr. Ross, don't start this way. Because what can be Christian? What can be 10 years? Nobody is speaking to it. So why do you worry yourself? Why are crowd better of him out be show no so? But what I say, season no so maybe season air caught to the end. Final matches near ding in Eba. Andy, why not forget about them and shift your attention to the other place and be free? Because some are working a good bomb. But all the say as a journalist, no, all the enquiry beba which you have done. But won't me influence the system no? Or more the power to influence are not ready to do it. Into Oka Ebeba Cuisine. And when I say ya calm local issues, no can cry now numbers are dropping. That is the reality. It's necessary ye local and the not saying exclusives. Be adibi anyone ye be created the aba. I say new work ye boy timo, but news with us not making waves. Now they are bad now what this can no go say adi ampa na twinko for adwens so andi kotokona mu board no body panko house or body panko nti say asem no ka kire wan ana obo ka to so mo aye ka no mo ntiana andi omo tenti aden na sele omo nko minim say what asia nti sabi ayesa ade no sebi impred nipa awu no Opa mumbo ban mo twene nsa nye de nye onsori mo ye den de aka ne se bedu be kwa mubufu na mo akope no be akosie no. And see the whole thing now is a problem, but me feel say for this thing to be solved there's a buying the money in bre. Oh men ka buy ba Ghana ye serious as a nation. Do you know why? I know Marcus so a black man is capable of managing his own affair, which is true. Well, other nations have done it. Bankroma can say we should change our attitude. Black man is capable. I said black man is capable of managing his own affairs. No, or can any to manage. I'll say, but we need to change our attitude. The problem in our attitude. But you're ready. Football scab him. You emphasize directly on direct by discussion. And our boy must scab him.
Yeah.
So I'm year off. And I'm year off.
Legal.
Like or year league. Somebody year off. ECG. I'm buying first cash him. Almost there's almost a year off. Yeah, but ready. Ghana water. I buy first cash. But you would be out in you, but who's you buy it? Now, lights and Mr. Romo, some be doomina. Two. Would you be doomina also what doomino? Now, medum, medum, and also at say, how much you have sat 3 times. Minyana bear 3 times.
Me could do fees and make a hair ball. Bob, I could 90 minutes, you know. Andy, which make a bear 30 minutes pay. Light in the bar, neko bear 20 minutes. Naba bear 30 minutes later. Neko naba. Say the mass work no. So ube dumna, ude dumne bear 6 hours. You must go dumno. Wako trefe said the entire wako finish wako hebo. Andy, if yet na bo he, or mama ni ya papa. It was 90 minutes, you know. One shall win 20 minutes crying.
Masa mbeza me catch from the Makoto, me new 65-inch TV, 4K, Google, BBA. So muni mne say ya. Me no more problem.
Say ya,
me don't back court. Na say Ghana no. Me say we are not serious. So they are also taking us for granted. You can't do this. The problem is this, Andy. They will not even announce to you that at this time or that time you bedroom na nearby. No matter what. How can you live in a country like this since 92 and Nana make how many years now? Close to 34 years. We still can't solve our life problem. Who are we? Yankasa Andy. Ye telecos those anchor for so my credit near the idea unit to the now you almost you kruma. You be a piano way. I don't see it. Obia mebo, Obia ni ho penny more. Obet your mama. What they are doing to us, they are not doing it to other people in other nations. Maybe Christian. Uya TV. Do we bomb ye? Any yaso or mine again. Or could you write me you walk up or see news? Why are the let's look at him. So what J writes a walk up or baby. There are times a bomb major tournament ground to me. But you also are buying first cancel. About discussion, me pacho contractors a big push here. Nancy, who's a minister ne corro, Drew baby on the contractors here fight. No, I can't say way, may you. About first cancel. Almost so year and who bet myself. Illegal mining near a kind. About first cancel for task force or munyedma. Soon go for one. Odi ba even schools cry feed the ankwale mudidi. Say last public account committee also tena say wuye. Ask no kwa. Na mpanyinfo mo da no de yero. Yehwe your drivers. Mami nchi omo nyina they are doing a great job. But look how they are. Say ye tuma ade nchi minim kwa mo fa so te. Ye te so de omo nyante. Just say ye fira kra be catch rom. Then yehwe sabi ye carpenters who also doing a great job. Obema na adwuma se wanye. Or the na massive ko we na me buy a year na some bebre nti ne also China found the new ones say banjo mu nya adwuma your attitude nye as your attitude is not good. It's Ghana nkwa na say me say Christian ye ni papa pa eye me wan say Christian kro ye ni papa ba me bo aka kire eye me wan say na den na kwa we nkwa de ono no ye din yes na ye tie ye sabe me pesa makasi ye correct but emum aban no enye serious nka de udi scammer ball for no esa wo de measures that to na me max obetua na say bia andi wa bre me 10,000 Ghana say max oje na menje na say me de kopɛ ma wo ntumi nka hwenche me boa but I say scan wo to di na wo say de ade ama me say me mfanya na andi me de aye say na be next time wo di bi ba na wo de account enti yankasa Ghana we are not serious hwɛ those in aban mu no na me den kofo ka hwan mu a ya na ye ko abenye ya ye wo society mu na ye sa akoti na abenye ye suban na ye de ko enti na aban we ba asemo no be ka say we nye ne ye no bo no kra be ya say no enti se ye change attitude dia en sa de ya yama and the Ghana ye ka etiro na onim ye nya doom light am for we ye doom light na na ebi mu ho na ebi matem o NDC for on Ghana ni ye doom no so NDC for abawo MPP also ye doom le say MPP just say Oman ni ye na say your baby be say oman be ye enye ye we o a teacher for some are also doing good ebi mo so ye rough lecturers say mo ye rough sabi doctors kra no very good was said doctor your friend yourself for Germany ade ye koi ebi mo so ye rough
police for so bi mo ye
ye de ne ko rural area so wonko obi a wo akosu adwuma wo beji nipa nkwa agi nipa kra obi anka say wo do nipa ye de ne ko akura so wonko anandi meboa nurses omo ye rough patient bebana eso omo hwe na ye omo maame no papa no a ya kire say adwuma no e wo say wonya your friend saying magnanimity on we say wonya akomapa ne ade on ayemuye ne ade de ma your friend saying obi oyare no umo ko obetia and everybody the superiors are there obi amfa. And see, Andy, first of all, I was a Ghana education system. You're running in and down. You're good in and that will be the solution. Because you won't say the more educated elites, you didn't your master Monsada, the more essay. So the question is the education Benny or Ghana. Yet the other obedient about school no yasta or cabra for him. So we nebada ye no.
Edi baba ni akwa
Edi baba ni akọ nti ande ye BBS say me catch ball na ye ka no onim say me ye research na bia by Monday be Chris yan hwe ya season we Ghana na be team and the players akọ relegation power the major leagues in Europe season we because of there kwa yo nipa 3 senenya ne your friend say Gideon ene your friend say Elisha 3 Celeste the omokodada Wolfsburg so more than the last relegation so possibly so mbekwa higher but what you say bobo teams no Nagbreda ompo de 3 omuso ko kambum Ghana ye wo hui Tottenham de yenko yes and comedy could do back but what you say into why player like Kudus pa na se emphasize Spurs score relegation no compete team aba into say we semenyo well Sibo so the Real Oviedo so ko meboa it is a we semenyo ene Eniake Williams omo na omo team na omo born every week every so omo mpra idea de bia omo start ebobi Ghana 2 mpacho so bi nim bi on fa bi nkan omo mbeka na ebi obo case response ne okay jiku so Sparta Moscow so bo ba hu say no so ko we kire enti andi sa de na ya ye no ena ayema say Ghana BBA bi aka ball bi aka BBA anti yenche attitude andi there is no now a team like that 3 coaches
citizen kwa me say okay ka na so the pure for management so ka on say show no more right me te ko me ba jo pure for management me te ko no also internet na ye bi no operate my we don't have total control but we are internet light light in the well, I said Ken Rose they were redeeming on. We're redeeming on.
And I even Kenny Rose Crano, or no save no, the external
service provider.
It's when you signal now, and you know, and a light, no, wait a minute, pure for money, because light, no, light, and as a one area light, and so.
Abai.
But there's some catch on so I'm now to Ghana.
Almost say
Ghana for any 100,000 yen as I need your Moko court and Munja of no way. But Omoya near to 1 year,
but your idea, Muncha Mammy. Naminfa, me petition, and fa the communication minister. So,
okay.
Nancy MTN, we call her. Bed 3 times as an atom. Why a call in Nipantum or the Wafre Nipana Fau? Bawun Tinipa Croc Casa. Na ebe hello otiminka mbacho kasa metiunka sa ebia be 20 seconds na wa drop call no na ati usika na wasa afre ebe sa call no go through be ni pa ko na pick na want to kasa no na asa ati usika ebe 3 times ansa na call na timi akọ
anope IBI me anope me
and no one is obien one more Andy
or fighting for the citizens
standing for us. Asking MTN and it's our telco accountability. We are really suffering. And I'm saying me call. Me say me call the bear 4 times. Nipa ba ko pe wu. Me frɛ. Na me nipa call kasa on time nka me so maintain nka na bear 20 seconds na call na drop it. Na masa frɛ 20 seconds na call na drop it. Na masa frɛ 4th one asa na ekom. The third previous course na me ye ni nyina no. Na MTN for sa ati me credit.
Obi se me misal na offer girl bi ala ko se na offer to so.
Business. Na me ye business.
Question we dey question.
Okra na me do 9 size. O wan ha make o dey film dey o ye di.
There be obi na say oh, kwa me do na say me misal.
There be obi say. What I wish for young farmer on this seminar na was here Domako Ebusa say doom so back or not, I don't know.
It is back
because
officially now they course na everybody say doomzo. It must be fixed. Since 92 Andy.
I have an entry about you say I'm even shocked you guys are wasting your precious time and breath to talk about things happening in Ghana. Sure. No, the answer to the brain. Yeah, you know. Come on live on Pure 95.7 FM. Samsung, I'll join you on Facebook. Over search Pure FM TV on Facebook. Samsung, and I'll call YouTube. And we are Pure FM TV live latest. No, Minina and so. But you come in game set me cost the Abasuno. Young found some and to your main fan to Sandra. Who call England a Premier League game back Abaso and on our Villa Park. Aston Villa share 4. Emma Liverpool at Timu to a Brontia. Your friends of Van Dijk and your 2 goals. Emma Liverpool team no Morgan Rogers and your goal. Only Watkins able 2 goals. And our branch friends John Magena de Baco and so piece of Sanso and Comano. Yet Emma Ewo Jumodin Sana, Mamma fan together Ewo England. No a league match minimum. UPM Ewo Wembley about 2 o'clock PM. Mamma fan together that FA Cup final game. But so Nipa 90,000 and so stadium. The chance Chelsea and Manchester City and a game and so Basua. Yet there was some Eltiga referee. Your friend said Darling England on the center referee. Amasa game and sweating across Wembley. Yet a home come and sweat me. I'm away and together so quiet German Bundesliga anyway now and a German league and Swabana year. Nanina another matches no simultaneously. Leverkusen ever 130 Hamburger SV, Bayern Munich, and FC Cologne, Borussia Mönchengladbach, everybody at Hoffenheim and Frankfurt, and Stuttgart, Heidenheim, ever Mainz 05, Freiburg, and Leipzig, St. Pauli, everybody at Wolf Sounds, and a Bobo Conference of Wolfsburg, Union Berlin, and Augsburg, Werder Bremen, everybody at Borussia Dortmund, and games Sabaswa, the other one some Ebamu Woko English Premier League Nima, Mame Fantugas, Manchester United, Nottingham Forest, 11:30 Anopa, and a side game no Ebaso, Brentford Crystal Palace, 2 p.m. Everton Sunderland, 2 p.m. Leeds Brighton, 2 p.m. Wolves against Fulham, 2 p.m. Newcastle, Ebabo Edia West Ham United, and on 4:30. Nothing on Monday. Yanya Arsenal, and a Bali match, no, and on a Serie Hong Kong SCT. Woko Spain games no nyina eba na we match ba kope and a different time. Mame Fantigas Bilbao and Celta Vigo 5. Atletico Madrid Girona 5. Elche, Getafe, Levante, Mallorca, Osasuna, Espanyol, Rayo Vallecano, Villarreal, Real Oviedo Deportivo Alaves, Real Sociedad Valencia, Sevilla Madrid nyina 5. Barcelona Betis 7:15 and area te Mame Fawe and Tugas UPMO and so 8 la watching games no simultaneously and at 10 o'clock. Como and Parma, the same time Genoa and Milan, Juventus, Fiorentina, Pisa, Napoli, Roma, Lazio, Inter, Hellas Verona, Atalanta, and Bologna, Cagliari Calcio, everybody at Torino, Sassuolo, and Lecce, AS645, Sanso and Udine Calcio, and Cremonese, AS645, and our France, Mami Fentus, Wachana, Nina Airbus at the same time, Brass and Angers, Lille, Airbus Auxerre, Lorraine and Le Havre, Lyon and Lens, Sanson and Marseille, Airbus Rennes, Nantes and Toulouse, OGC Nice and Metz, Paris FC and PSG, and Strasbourg, one and Monaco game, and Subet Nabaswa, Yadon Commander Emma and so Jumadan Sanope, and added TNTC 7 way. Not yet in common copy of our Villa Park and Radia Cosono, Mammy, I Aston Villa, I went to request and no resource. No, I must say Aston Villa, I qualify. Nami Adman next season, open teams are one more and so PM, I was UEFA Champions League. The Channel Villa Club and so qualification. Now, Mammy Fawi entered the second time in 3 seasons, and a club from Aston Villa, one more and so qualify. I was UEFA Champions League. Only some that they are not among qualifiers since 1983. And the opening friends Una Emery says in 3 seasons, our qualified Champions League and on air twice. Not just Una Emery, a manager, one of our boy Jamalakama, at the club now. You're from Aston Villa, our Villa Park. The other one, some Emma, our Jumadan Sanope. Mammy player, your friend, some Morgan Rogers and now our score sheet in Morgan Rogers. Also, one player, my bedroom home cover, said teams to be Oko Premier League, no man, maybe a pedal. Tobo Panam and so the free Aston Villa Bobo, the Mammy Fawi, and to us and run Morgan Rogers, the go now, say, and so the Aston Ramanoka Sam, Unus Abagosa, Wora, I double, I get tickets, and on area 37 air games, when you're 10 goals, and when you're 6 assists, you go contribution, A is 16, and on air branch friends and Morgan Rogers, and you're doing some answer to Tuja, and I Jumadan Sanope, Mammy, I Liverpool, 12 air losses, I Premier League, I this season, I know say, now what is season we whoop aye teams are lose 12 matches are aye 3 says here America say opinion friends and as Liverpool team no yeah ka losses aye 12 na mama fan to get Sunderland the team no one anya 12 aye losses this season. Leeds United and 12 losses in the Premier League this season. Liverpool and so lose 12 matches. This season, and it's a okay. The previous 2 seasons, and 2023-24 season, and 24-25 season. Liverpool lose 2 games. Only this season, the previous 2 combined, and a club, Liverpool. Not just a season where they and Yama were Fempa, and Yama and so Nkoye. Now, Mammy, Liverpool coaches are lose matches. The door. Now, you come on a slot. Ababa unwanted a record, and so the Liverpool since Liverpool team here, open a coaches under their tenor, lose matches. Mammy fan to get some that season when Liverpool lose 20 matches. Only some no penny back up, and I know lose matches. I will Liverpool back with him, and I Rafael Benitez. 2004-2005, Olusu 19 matches in a whole season. Sounds like the same manager. 2009-2010, Osansu Lusu 19 matches, and a slot 2025-26, Walusu Aya 20 matches, way an unwanted record, and opinion the friends and a slot, one and Sabaye our club from Liverpool, and on Ayat. Now, Mami coach Nankasa, one of the players no after say, and run, I will confirm the 20th defeat in this season. Manager Babante, Edia to get Liverpool. A top team. Now club Cassiati Liverpool. Now we lose 20 matches. Now drop points where or GDS and Jay. What GDS and not just a idea. Won't mean defend Emmanuel idea. Won't you explain and find supporters. Emmanuel go Liverpool a top club any kind. So I'm lose so much. Medical to say what team Liverpool no lose some games now. A least and Sunderland. Liverpool a top team and so the Chamo. Now manager Adiaba Hano a Koyamo Faswa or concede a goals. Now Osias concede goals too easily. Goals no more conceding those and no quite 4 and no concede no can be and I'm a defeat Nibebrebe and so by the Liverpool club no and on a manager France and as no penny Obemusa says how can you say yeah not just a idea and Aka what is next and on a idea Mammy Ole Watkins and no about 2 goals and so a team in the chair. Ole Watkins as some of our Liverpool team lady or see and fan to get Liverpool defense no defense one more ball highlight name play for offside ɔse Liverpool team no ɔmo bɔ high line na ɔmo anim kwan a ɔmo set offside na ɔse yɛmfa nto sɛ nkurɔfoɔ no defense no was a disjointed na ɔmo ma a lot of space at my opponent ɛma ɔmo timi rane wɔse ɔno ɔnya ne chances against them a na kyɛ so apane so because nkurɔfoɔ no sɛ ɔno ɔmo ba ɔmo defenders no nyinaa wɔ anim hɔ wɔmo san so enclose spaces according to them ɛnom according to Ole Watkins na ɔse yɛmfa nto sɛ this season nkurɔfoɔ writing it off na ɔno I don't know what they found the motivation hwɛ eduru baabi na nkurɔfoɔ ehunu yi ɔmo hunu sɛ ɔyɛ player season wey obenya numbers a ɔnya no nem ɔfɛn no ɔsɛ motivation a ɛboɔ no ɛma nneɛma ɛnso timi kɔ yie ɛnom ɛyɛ branch friends Ole Watkins ɛna yɛdi ne ho nkɔma no pɛ ɛnso wɔ dwumadie no so na mame ɛyɛ Spanish ɛyɛ Supercopa semi-finals ɛyɛ parents no ɛnso ɛnya ayɛ set a kyerɛ sɛ biribia ɛnso dɛm ɛnom ɛyɛ 2027 ɛyɛ Spanish ɛyɛ Super Cup no anasɛ Supercopa no so said the tennis of Barcelona ebe face Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid ebe face Real Sociedad and 2027 a Supercopa no ehun some any day mamo ewo eye juma de na pe and area tie mami FIFA aye World Cup na nim komo nansen and me be story say UPM ewo China with few aye days say World Cup be sha say no aye broadcasting aye deal and akoso enso China ebe ma China this year enya World Cup ni bi enso team we diamante and some yesisa na aye sikasam Gemini report some na aye FIFA $300 million a deal area free China. Diamante is aka 26 days. Now World Cup on Airbus report I mean Saka and it's a China almost secure a broadcasting a deal. Name na FIFA $300 million a 60 million per and omucha edema FIFA na fe China for enso you World Cup no amoma this year enya bi enso timawe enom dia game ba confirm Argentina and Austria enya game no so betima ko so World Cup no enom Leo Messi and branch friends David Alaba wo mo mienum enso be captain various teams no amoma Messi akan menya report na yes World Cup matches no open game ni ticket na they are sold out entirely na chese ba bia ya tonya se bia VIP crowd benya tickets ne biato VIP ninyina sa category 1 ticket asa category 2 ticket asa category 3 omu ticket ninyina chese kase ba ko crowd no benya enso atiato ene sa game no Argentina ene omina ya from say Austria Leo Messi ene David Alaba omu match no ena completely obeka say sold out World Cup matches betin ya no eno reporter ne so eba mami ababa your friend say Shakira eno Gerard Piqué ne ex-wife na ni koma Shakira and amaka to so obonyom enso dia ma World Cup no na ono taye from 2010 and obonyom edema World Cup no na this time wabo tie edema World Cup no ababa wono confirm dia ma ye sem nyam fanto ye say anyuma wabo for World Cup no sika bia ne nsabeti aka bia no onfa ne nsanka bi na sa sika ne nyina no obedonate ne nyina enso dia ma aye FIFA sika ne nyina be ko FIFA for nsem anyum no one bena boy ede boy nyum no ne nyina obode ma FIFA na domo ye no say FIFA enso de kwa support enkra aye children's education initiatives ewo wiase afa na nyina nti sika no ono Shakira ewo mse wabosa no ne bena boy abonyum no nemum ehu aye benefits no anase profit no enya de so obedi bi ne nyina no wo mo de kwa kwabo ankoda enom aye report eba yet emam ewo dwumadi no so ede how aye code ya confirm dia maye so akoda na friends Anthony Gordon season ne ba na wie ya obeti free club no mo enso timi akọ na owura no say nyemfanto ya Anthony Gordon na wapra say oya back from injury na ojidi say in the absence of a player no Newcastle enwo mo ni mo ase na say almost have partial view our future do so almost start the name full details is a plan to stay and as over free club you from Newcastle moment about this manager AD Sam come on not just a contact to be answer kwaso baby just a manager answer information say player no answer betimi akọ na odru Germany mami English plus England players say same wingers Bayern Munich team nko enso efa de omo control say Bayern Munich so de Anthony Gordon ekoka omo team no so omo fa ne sa not just a players no makoma kunsia and as I say omo do omo ko since 2020 not just a Bayern enso efa players already womo efa Leroy Sané womo efa Abrantia Francis Sadio Mane womo efa Harry Kane womo efa Michael Olise Omo Efa Abrantia friends Luis Diaz Omina from the Premier League, the latest addition of Epeno Anthony Gordon not just these players in Oma Formo and so the Premier League about Baminik and I said who same city Mame Barca a goalkeeper Marc-Andre ter Stegen na yen home come ter Stegen and Ra obi a monitor stono made by two just manager na France Hans Flick aka chance next season on kind of plans no say Barca goalkeepers for next season no Abrantia France one Garcia and goalkeeper I guess not just said a call this season still and yet there's a William and so better team in Wajamete and it's a Udu I am Jedas of my friends and Netherlands yes Ayas club no among and social interest in Ayat ter Stegen Yami Admon next season now almost some experience a goalkeeper and person just person no at to goal post when we see season not just ter Stegen a player and as a keeper Wamu Ayram Wamu Sabet Yaganti Ayas and I was a ter Stegen on Metia Fano and on Ayat Joao Neves a player at Manchester as a club you from some a PSG team now call a PSG on any Vitina more a Jan Finfio not just a Fabian Rusmo and so can Joao Neves and Mina report and yes in a Manchester City air plot around £100 million. Just a Saka some more genius Amadi PSG 100 million for a Joao Neves in the Omobaje Ebia some call for 78 but I don't know when year somebody 100 million PSG Abaje no matter Joao Neves somebody on so joining a club from Man City and a report I mean second FA Cup match and so Basso Nami admire and a game never so Pep Fanamami Pep a Guardiola and a coaching command on Busan is opening. So say 2026 Emirates FA Cup final. Everything I will last visit our Wembley in charge of a Manchester City. Not just the last time I ordered Man City Kobo game and so Wembley and was in Norway. Now our 1 more year contract. Now the 1 year now can say since 20 now we sign a question or person 1 year or different in some and also 1 year on person or no a Pep. Everton just Ayajumano and I say Ninsu say 1 year no crowd Man City entimi enya competition bia Edion Beko Wembley said the FA Cup final Edion Beko Wembley nana entono de aka ne 1 year di onim eno no na abukobusa no on a branch of friends Ellen Holland say ewo Wembley one kasa wo striker no one so ewo Wembley onyanshe go since awepie mo ewo England various stadia wahye goals stadiums akase ewo Europe wahye goals memum ewo Wembley de on share goal da ero so sanate na o ane nani agise mo chese mo kofa sa question de ba ye de obetua ka ane se nyame adman game no Abrantia friends Holland ebetua hye ne first goal ewo Wembley stadium and according to manager friends Pep Guardiola and then na chese odin comedy fa ne player ne ho no enom jetie mame Man City Chelsea and Chelsea Man City so far eba omo match is a head to head obia wins omanya any drawn games appear so far and Chelsea and Man City already call a final game and would you say Chelsea are winning 67 and that's one 67 wins and a dear Man City so the same number 67 wins against Chelsea 41 and 19 and drawn games and why and edge bragging right now final in Chelsea back every game no and also back win no Mame Chelsea Chelsea last 12 matches against Manchester City only some winning match Chelsea last 12 games against Manchester City and winning match not just another deal so will be about 12 games now winning the video not just a John more and so to me the more never Mame Chelsea club no our finals any Chelsea our Wembley they about easy and from Chelsea so we are Chelsea supporter and also my own pay boom thing when you say Chelsea from 2019 League Cup Man City goalless Samsung 2020 FA Cup final Arsenal SN 2-1 2021 FA Cup final Leicester City share Chelsea 1-0 Samsung 22 League Cup Liverpool goalless 22 FA Cup Liverpool goalless and 24 Liverpool kwashine 1-0 ewo League Cup nti Chelsea ewo Wembley enkofo ni ntimi win nyame admane the same venue and a final game ewo sinemom one positive ewo mdima Chelsea cry friends Cole Palmer mami Cole Palmer unu se Cole Palmer enso owade ba ko no drew finals so Cole Palmer finals no champion enso wo finals e dey unu sem na 8 finals just the goals and assists no enso was against Arsenal onya goal, against Sevilla onya goal, against Spain onya goal, ano England and Spain sanso ana against Liverpool ano de onya goal onya assist against Betis Sobakai Conference League final oya assist me too against PSG FIFA Club World Championship no o 2 goals ano sanso assist ba ko Palmer just the true finals don't so champion back up and when you go and assist and Cole Palmer and you didn't home command pay and so Mammy a goalkeeper your friend says Safonov Udru PSG on them Edma PSG team na onye nyame adoma 30th on the goalkeeper say PSG for Ecuador say Budapest Hungary what the club no enso betimi because na no na Donnarumma and a Champions League na Safonov now in the picture we are no one ababawa na odan nchen ababawa no your friend Mary Rock na Mary Rock kana sim Aldot from actress na just sabi omo yi was a pocket form. What I say, some movie needs to be or porn star. Now, Ababa wanna say what a direct a message, and my PSG goalkeeper, no, or support a PSG team, the Orca, and it's our promise. I just soften off a say, Senyamia Toma, I yet tell you that night in the Champions League final, saves if you obey Kibiano, one answer at the match in the Bemano. Save you Omeki, I save crucial save Bakwa, Obama the match Bako, or save and that's only 2 saves are. Obama the matches no mienu what I say onya 15 saves in the game Obama no matches no mienu and I say 15 I don't Baba friends Mary Rock promise Odiama goalkeeper Sofanov na owie no sound so the tattoo say Abrante no emergy no keep clean sheet on one kasa beba ne fie or be prepare breakfast and so the goalkeeper no enti we mission and Odiama Abrantia, your friend says Sofanov ahead of the final game, and we bass on the third say ultimate clean sheet. Oba onchen if you baba no just wabe breakfast come and so the Sofanov and on ayatia the other one some and so to ya mami opinion friends Jorge Yosis one and a coach Adam El Nasser aya club no minya reporters opinion no say nyami ajuma on best Thursday Otimi winning the game against Damakawaji League. Minya reports opinion ya say waka kire El Nasser penny for say year season na opeso wako. Na the reason and say I say omo league na omo bono I say corruption e wo mododo. Onya enough of corruption e wo league no say year season na so obaje sawanye opeso oje adwon enso akọ. Eno your opinion friends say oh Jesus and ya den won some ensuri tuja. Na Chelsea any Xabi Alonso move no Mamin fa we ento ya America be catch us a direct meeting and so akọ between Chelsea and opinion friends Xabi Alonso meeting and so akọ so Abraham no ka say yes amo twen final decisions and Chelsea imperi for omushia Xabi Alonso no wo edit the final decision and so betia ba menya report say Chelsea team the plan and so before World Cup no amo pese amo announce mo manager enom tie so far coaches are Chelsea ni omakasa no Anthony Iraola, Oliver Glasner, Marco Silva, and Ora friends Xabi Alonso, and I say Xabi Alonso, Omonio and Sweat meeting come 4 coaches. Baco and Omefan Alonso, and an Sabetia Kajwano, and idea. Mami Abrante friends Olise in terms of assist. Nyami Adwana, Bayern Ewo game. Mami Fanti as a Michael Olise, only say oh here 2 assists. Natures Wabeiko, Thomas Muller, Nibondos League record. 2019-2020 Thomas Muller 21 assists was last season Michael Olise 19 Olise 2 wachi Abrante friends Thomas Muller onya 3 na chesono na abaye sa record no enom said hu sentitia yet mo dwumade so Jose Mourinho and afi Real Madrid mami fantiga said from last week na ne ka no say Madrid and so anya Jose Mourinho ni full green light na say jomo twen and it's complete a sad deal no mami fan to get some Mourinho minya reports I don't know yes onya doubt ba ku say na yes Mourinho no person will create any initial discussions about air steps omakwa drew into no occupying a calm yes Jose is super excited onya another opportunity and so a club from Real Madrid Obesanya another chapter our Real Madrid team now and just a matter of time and over say Jose and we confirming as the new coach at Real Madrid team no and I report ever yet Emamu Ewojumedino so Michael Carrick a Manchester United coach na Carrick so say bibi just ono and a United adwano ne nsabetinya ka Michael Carrick yesim oko ayane diamu a afutu a supporters ni bi edema ne say ha omu tu no for emane nya adwuma no Yes, United for the Emma Michael Carrick and Quadjana there. Almost a man will be paying. And you can say, only gonna social. You found interim. I'll quite more. Yeah, never. I would you want a permanent, you know, massa. Just a problem, say by and on some good 20 over there. One two a branch of friends, Michael Carrick. Say, Emmanuel Adjuano, so permanently. On your botre because expectations, no. Massa, I didn't was for next season as a Manchester United supporters ever too expectant and it's a Oko Fambo Kakrabia and I was and I won't yard a fair just almost to carry this own yard and I report and also toja yet Ebamo a branch of friends and Lamine Yama Fanamami. Good news, Edema, I hear the Spanish national team. Many reports almost Lamine, the recovery no, even better than expected. Now, Jamaica is not branch and say, or follow very tight. A schedule. Just on Messi, yes, just on skip session. Dear, and may Diego comes on Messi back, crying in our year. Jamaica is to say, almost a branch, a high possibility initially. No, one way opening games no on to me, more Jamaica, and it's even the first game against Capo Verde. And then Lamine, everything started so much, at the Amada Spanish national team. And I had it Matteo Kovacic, a Manchester City player. Many reports a summer way, yes, AC Milan. And I'm for Inter 2 Milan clubs no. One minute Matteo Kovacic and so the number and a reporter yet here. The one some Ewojumedino so. Mamia branch friends Julian Alvarez nearing come. So say Alvarez any Barcelona Demente and say as a Barca for say your Matteo. Barca for us almost because Buona Atletico Madrid for the Bobono say a 100 140 159 so Kotea yes PG for so 150 Barca for us any Enyanto I want to baby. Julian Alvarez enter the team player na there. Sir, ye kasa omo pe player pa there. Nanka Barca Julian Alvarez. Nemum sikana done the so no omo to me. Eno I report am seka. Mame Barca player Fermin Lopez. Na eno no come sa Fermin Lopez opening what and someone Madrid president Rebecca Edia for club no. I say Barca moya kronfo and a corruption pa there. Omene Barca and so ye just 2 and 3. And a family Lopez, I say, Obia a free, so obetimi aka the opes worker. Na ono de ensam no Fiorentino Perez aka no, o gidi ese ni nyina ayentro na entimi anya no kre because emra na opanyene ka say 7 titles ya Real Madrid e de ama Barca because I was nko no nko age 14 no. O say Barca, omo no mo Leo Messi, no mo Andres Iniesta, no mo Xavi Hernandez. And impossible say some players we na Barca just almost I could try the referees and some of my winning aya matches some onyini eno aya Fermin Lopez na Isco enie on some aya club from some aya Betis team no mama fa we entering as Isco eno mkobusa ni so panyin so season na you are retire because so crowd no umfie na ekwa animu ena pra enso da bia wa pra ena Isco say eheni ase no retire da bi ono de ohunu still or a lot of air gas, our new just or your confidence of a bounce back air stronger into retirement party as I say that is good. Now I drew in or retire and I look at Modric when I saw that so into no is good or not retire. Antoine Griezmann ever won the last year home game. Nyami Adma and that's what at the Ama Atletico Madrid A team no many reports and outside of training grounds or no yes or spend an hour. Now signing autographs and all take photos. Yes, supporters no 200 plus and I know because a branch and a season in or call Antoine Griezmann ye omo training grounds no not just say more than 1 hour no any players no and so getting interactive just one signing autographs or ultra pictures and Federico Valverde after Ntokon Madrid they won say Valverde back just say no upiem and so our Valde Baba say we say Valverde asha say old trade come fight and ye one Aurora friends Aurelian Chomani dia asha say eba matches debom on say unia na wopra enti Valverde ni and I just unia so started training and no Hansi Flick Barca coach no the Americans say Hansi Flick ebe hold individual talks with certain players number 3 players Jules Koundé Alejandro Baldi any Rooney Barge, yes, manager, and Oberphobia 1111. No more Edin Como about Omina, our future, Sebian person best day, our bus, and our Sabia. So it is a Baldi, any Rooney Barge, Omina playing time, some person, Nina, Onumbi Sound Commano, Namibia Ayakama, La Cote d'Ivoire, a release on my squad for a FIFA World Cup, no, and a Ivory Coast for World Cup, no, a coach. Emirates Thai and the minute squad that cover 26 players no what do we now aba yeah train Ghana yeah share your time beba ubonsem yeah Seko Fofana nom Abrantia friends Frank Kessie Ibrahim Sangari Yan Michel Sherinom Abrantia Nidin Enso Ade Ivan Indika Sansona Kosono Wilfred Songonom Omunina Usmani Duamandi Omunina available Mamin Fentu as all attack na Simon Adingra Brantia friends Ahmad Diallo Samson Omar Diakite, Jan Diomendi, Ivan Gusan, Nicolas Pepe back, Abrantia friends some that Wai, and so you're back. Mammy Fantu as Jeremy Borga, Nanka, Onusubetia Bonebum from Juventus, the Americans Oman Fred Jeremy Borga, and to walk up no Jeremy Borga, and to me and Kobe, and the Mammy Fabi, na Abidofu Engramo, Alvaro Abello say, on the players, Eddie command in private. Or prefer some common ebe private. Never say players no ebe making a public and also any problem. Nina no because of only Mbappe, say Mbappe ebe can say manager say or your 4 choice striker. Manager so be can say cross or no or your player no didn't come in private. No professor will be keeping it private. Nemo so out in so on shadam fa and according to reference Alvaro Abeloa and Edison. Remember, a Christian sway. Na Shasye and Tuchi. Was a Christian?
Yeah, Andy.
Yabonko.
Medasi na enedie mze amanonino Saudi usika kwa 2 game bia so I very careful. Especially omo maji omo league we are. They have nothing to play for no. Players no so to kill money for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Ain't no very careful. No I measured. Na eno game back e so Villa Park. I we game no. Na Aston Villa. Actually Liverpool actually kanai. Emma Liverpool tie kanimu emienu. Aston Villa before Enra game no. Na the last 3 matches. Na Aston Villa ekura just 1 point pay. So Bekaya. Aston Villa elusi 2-1 fie to Tottenham Hotspur. Sa game no and Villa for supporters in the car say radio match there we mama Tottenham Hotspur for no but they lost by 2-1. The same Aston Villa elusu 2-1 to Fulham and on name Burnley about 2-2. So 3 games before say obobo Liverpool no na Aston Villa enya just 1 point pay. And sa form no and Villa erechi Liverpool one share baako one share mienu was share 9 Emma Liverpool take kanimu mienu. Now the see and run say Aston Villa share Liverpool e come 9 on team mienu no. Oma confirm say next year Champions League no Aston Villa be present. Before Enra game no now omni Liverpool the same number of points. Now Liverpool 59 and almost 59. They were separated only by goal difference. Enra almost share Liverpool no. Oma share Liverpool by 3 more points. Almost 62. And Liverpool aka 59 ho. So the league table rate was what? The only team who ebetimi assign Aston Villa home free the 4th position no Liverpool. That is say Aston Villa lose on last game. Now Liverpool win on last game now. So 5th and 4th position and they will change. To early table now say that here Aston Villa highlight maybe a highlight points. Aston Villa 62. Liverpool 59. And at the other much here obetimia bora top 5 no Bournemouth. But Bournemouth 2 games. 2 games now Bournemouth no. If they are to win all those 2 matches now, Ebamo 6 points. But Aston Villa Bournemouth 7 points. So say Aston Villa lose the last game. Now Bournemouth winning the 2 games now kana. Andy enya de obetimi assign Aston Villa ho. The Aston Villa de nyame adom next year Champions League no per enra wi no and confirm wa omo ebetimi abo Champions League. Yes, start season team biare ne target. Ye omo target ni say yenka team no. Let's try to avoid a relegation. Ye omo target ni say yempe European sport. Ebia Conference League bi, ebia Europa League bi. Obi ti say Everton. Menya sure say be start season na ne ambition and the target ni say Obabeji League. So timiji qualify ebo Conference League target is achieved. Aston Villa the target for this season and I am sure say achieved. The target for Aston Villa ni say ebia yem fight for European sport. Europa League ba hallelujah. But it means more than Europa League. Not Champions League bar and the fantastic. See a best season. Now you can't title contenders. Nobody Aston Villa beka ho de adabraka obi amfa omunka ho. Benray their first target achieved. Nyame ya aduma Wednesday airby. Amu saibo Europa League final against Air Freiburg. Andy Unai Emery and the coach Aston Villa. Eba Europa League na or a master of the Europa League.
Yeah.
Champions League, master of the Champions League there, Carlo Ancelotti. On Ajimo. But by Europa League now, coach Awajib more Europa League no. Unai Emery. And then on Wednesday, I mean sure say Bibia and TNC me my own expectation, no. I'm expecting Aston Villa to win the Europa League, no. So a Europa League now, Andy, number 1, trophy abefi. About their first trophy in 30 years. And their first European trophy in 44 years. We are Aston Villa. Now coach Aya Jumawi Maudia. And we sure say coach in achievement there. And over achievement go on a day.
Yeah, achieve.
And right, the man Nijima Aston Villa and say Unim say last 16 games of Villa Park against Liverpool. Now Aston Villa winning back up. Aston Villa the both Villa Park now boy and Rano. The last 16 games are now Aston Villa above to Liverpool no. Now Aston Villa winning back up. So one win came in 2020. Almost Liverpool 17.
Yeah, almost Liverpool 7.
Tenra was only the second timer. Now almost Liverpool in 17 Premier League matches of Villa Park. So ya can Liverpool, ya can Aston Villa there. Nyame adum targeted the more no omo achieve. But omo achieve omo there we no. Team back one also set a target. Andy, what failed to achieve their target no? Liverpool. Maybe as I say a safety pendulum no a safety from Manchester United to Liverpool. Liverpool before the Cobon game no, Andy they were not inspiring. Don't forget. Onum say Omukolusu 3-2 away to Manchester United.
Yeah.
Olusu 3-2 to Manchester United away no. And on the Chelsea ball 1-1. That game no, Liverpool were not inspiring. Ball na Chelsea ball on that day no. Nenke petit mo betime winning game na. Next ka Chelsea say Liverpool. But game ni pa 1-1. Game ni pa 1-1 wie no. And then ra osakwa away. Ema Aston Villa ese ne kanan. Ema mo take kanu mienu. O share ball ni bia. Sa 7-2 na Aston Villa for share omo no. Na was ka Aston Villa say mo sa 7-2 ni bi mo nra. So Liverpool ekwa ball na. They're friendly in possession. They were extremely poor. Out of possession, when they lose the ball, so they were extremely poor. Now they see and they say, Andy, what the kaka? Premier League ni bae no season a Liverpool lose games pa no 1992-1993 in all competition Liverpool lose 20 matches. Yeah, kasai Liverpool lose 19. Nyame anya omadum na omo last game of the season no Liverpool Lucia na omo go back to their worst ever season in 1992-93 omo lose 20 games in all competition. Enra game no na omo last away game boa see about 19 matches away 19 matches ofie enra no mbo omo last away game no nyame admo omo next game ni efie. Meaning that Liverpool about 19 games away. Omo we away games ni nyina. Man de unbesi season way Liverpool winning only 7 games away. Lose 9. So the away and the league table now. Liverpool better so 9th. Away Liverpool has 29 goals. I consider 33. Liverpool goal difference away -4. Goal difference away -4. 29 and omashe and we consider 34. Now coincidentally a seminar Oli Watkins ekafa Liverpool defense in hono.
Ombo highlight but
highlight no brabosla na honi enkyere wo. Yeah, to highlight na I say ya to no at the start at to.
Aaron, what is the difference between slot and lost?
The arrangement of the letters. And no penny the difference.
Bro.
Andy.
Highline.
Since our Premier League in bar 38, was a maybe about 22 teams. Say 22 teams are on 42 games in a season. And about 92 neighbor. You convert about 20 teams, meaning that you have about 38 games in a season. This is the season Liverpool are considered more goals per in a 38 game season. Previously, 2013-2014, Liverpool are considered 50. 2004, was it 2005-2006? Liverpool are considered 50 goals in the league. Season way, Yamungi Andy, Liverpool are considered 52. If in 1992 Ebano, season and Liverpool are considered goals per in the Premier League, a season way. 52 goals conceded. Nanra over defense be na Liverpool airboa. Me bisa me won say nyame aduma omu wie season way. Na omu ye evaluation. Where are they going to fix their problem? Sikana almost spend the last season, probably they need to spend the same amount of money to fix their problems. Any munye, a chirenye, and then 54 no so share. And the best player of the season, Soboslai. First goal on the Lucy Bono. As what here no ye bono, papa, no the bona kwa to them. Now, what's the defense, Andy? Air consider goals our alarming rating. Look at Liverpool attack. The Premier League table ni beam. Last season, Liverpool actually 86 goals in the Premier League. Yeah, Premier League asem. They scored 86 goals. Season way, almost 62.
Yeah.
Oh dear, my main for last game, main for 2 goals. Emma Liverpool so 2 goals in their last game. 64. Only 2 goals no be almost 62 no match one. Liverpool better day 64 goals in the season. 43 goals almost in last season. Goals are almost Lucy from last season and this season. The difference is 22. Difference is 22. And the actual for this year, and him for no so Andy. It's team and him next season, where are they going to fix their problem?
This season, we consider 52 goals. 52
the most by Liverpool in the Premier League season. I'm going to consider 52 that. First time ever, Liverpool consider 52 goals in a Premier League season. A season we. Now, I will not be a prophet of doom. Next season may be worse. Me not prophet of doom. Meaning the basic now. That is why Manka said next season war. I say it may be worse. My reason is Last season Liverpool G League na omu full backs no Trent any Andy Robertson.
Yeah.
Trent ko Andy Robertson so dey oko. Omwani mu no. Na one another that trend anim. Na Mohamed Salah. And one another Andy Robertson anim. Luis Diaz. Check your idea. Full backs mienu ne ko no. Wingers mienu a na da Liverpool anim no. Andy baako ko dada, baako nso ko. Na da bia meka one of the reasons why Liverpool won the league last season, you know, wasn't because they had a striker. It was because Liverpool had efficient wingers.
Mo Salah and Mount, Luis Diaz and Mount.
Yenya mathematics kakrebi. Last season, Liverpool edge league, you know, in all competition, Mohamed Salah has 34 goals. He provided 29 assists. There be 34 goals. The 34 goals, you know, 29 came in the Premier League. Or share 34 goals in all competition, you know, and provided 23 assists. 18 of the 23 assists came in the Premier League.
I don't want goal contribution 57.
Yanko A. Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz has 25 goals last season in all competition. And provided 21 assists.
And also goal contribution 46.
46. It's Mohamed Salah MO 57, you know. Luis Diaz MO 46. 103. The two players are leaving. How do they replace them?
Mo Salah and Soko.
Mo Salah and Soko. How do they replace them? Wingers are amount 103 goal contribution last season, you know. Oton Baku Mano Koye. Liverpool engineer replace, you know. About them pass in the ene. Obenya play via Okra A. Mohamed Salah profile. Andy, Salah by Liverpool and family grow. 20 goal contribution every single season, every single year. And they all know how do they replace them? And I need more for us Pulino. And backline on there obo Joe Gomez, all right back. And obo Milos Kekes, all left back. And a Konate and Van Dijk and the Ebo 5 and 5. Me who she be sad that. Defenders are Andy Omunim highlight but playing attackers on. And they were not going for blocks. Me say and them one they defending there. Van Dijk ade ba kwaman for the bonus one say Van Dijk ebe ko for a block no konachi.
Ensa gunachi no push back near the bone.
Van Dijk be ko for a block no. Me say Sergio Ramos no me John Terry no kind of defend no ye no. And in the tikro no the ba be so be defending. Benra the way Van Dijk any Konate, any Joe Gomez, any Milos Kekes, a defending ye no. That was terrible. Scoreline one should be and the true reflection of the game. Now say Aston Villa sa 7-2 no. Osamu mubiem. Next season there, so man to me fix your money ma dia. The who in this season no. Worse because how do they replace Mohamed Salah? How?
And now Udi Kabuza say unim baby a omo be fix it.
Yes.
Just say be almost signing inside omo ye no last season because Medo ye
o spend 444 million in one season and the following season no unim financial capacity
limited.
And the last season almost spend 444 million no. Omo to a lot of players you.
Yeah.
It generates so much money. So who are they going to send to generate?
No, say Mo Salah Monton. Robertson so free.
Oko free. Why no more ton?
Say why?
Why na value one who bet me a ton? Anya sika.
I have Elliot to say you ton in your sika.
It's Liverpool when sika spend there be 100 million no, and they will not solve the problem. I mean one and right.
Come here defenders.
They need defenders. They need wingers. They need to replace Luis Diaz. They need to replace Mohamed Salah. Omumi no ko 200 million.
Ejuma na dey ho.
Omumi no ko 200 million. It is slotted here. Last season, we Ejuma no be ho club. Ejuma no be ho. After no nka say any there. Now I think that he has been exposed this season.
Very.
Yeah. A man for say enya no man nto so be next season betimi afa. Yen hwe no ne nko yen hwe de betimi asi. And the FA Cup. Was the oldest competition in the world? The English FA Cup.
Yeah, English FA Cup.
Final na everybody neno. Final at also 145. Meaning that you have 144 previous air finals. Two teams now air finals neno. Chelsea adi FA Cup no 8. Man City agi FA Cup no air 7 ba woni me ba ya adwen se ene game na air koso e Wembley no Chelsea for nanka se be jadum se ene game no de o me underdogs de di kai o he Chelsea bencha e yo mo under 21 coach Mark Falani ene gina bench the only be compete no probably the best coach in modern day football Pep Guardiola ti bench ni nko no e ma Chelsea underdog na ufi bench ni one mo andi yemra game na nkasa so Chelsea for appointed Mark Falani no the first game was against Leeds United okaya na FA Cup ya semi final and o say Leeds United the kabako a Leeds United entimianti Mikai Enzo Fernandez and say the only goal of the game. Emma Chelsea qualify for the final. Chelsea qualify for the final no. And the final na Chelsea bonandi. Chelsea final number 17 in the FA Cup. In the FA Cup no, only 2 teams play and about more finals than Chelsea. Manchester United about 22 finals. Arsenal about 21 final. The next team about more finals in the FA Cup no. Chelsea about 17 finals. Chelsea on their way to the finals no. Andy, who be here? Say we put you into proper contest. Teams at Chelsea no mo boy on their way to the final. Not to take anything away from them. Andy, and Chelsea na fixtures no me boy. The other member ni bia no Chelsea dey bebo. Chelsea on their way to the final no. Andy, about 4 teams are only in the Premier League. FA Cup no, Bobo finals are over 5 games. 4 of the 5 games na Chelsea abono came against teams are only in the Premier League. Andy, on charting. Chelsea ebo Hull City. And obo Wrexham. And obo the Port Vale no show mo 7-0 no. The only team at Chelsea ball now, no ball in the Premier League, was against Leeds United and we show 1-0. Not to take anything away from them, Medica can face Chelsea, and Chelsea. Now, the last time Chelsea shared 2 teams, or shared 2 teams in the same FA Cup. Me fan say 2 teams on both Premier League.
Okay.
Chelsea in the same FA Cup came in the year 2020-2021. Chelsea Sheffield quarter final. And obviously Man City in the semi final.
No, Premier League
teams. That's the last time Chelsea ever FA Cup was shared 2 Premier League teams in the FA Cup. Now this FA Cup Chelsea has 21 goals. 21 goals that Chelsea has here. In the history of Chelsea, almost goals per our FA Cup no. And 1969-1970, Chelsea has 25 goals. The 21 goals that Chelsea has in this season the second most goals in the FA Cup. Omutimi 4 goals against Man City. They are equaling their own record of most goals in the FA Cup by a doubt. So many teams 4 against Man City. Now the entire Chelsea never break to win this FA Cup and say league Chelsea the knife potentially one Chelsea cry and qualify for the Europa League. Chelsea bet Champions League they out. Chelsea team more Champions League they need to fight for Europa League. One way of going to the Europa League is by winning the FA Cup. The Chelsea the FA Cup next of finish 10 for Krana next year Chelsea will Europa Cup. Mandy, my Chelsea on my last game was against Liverpool that 1-1. Before say Chelsea will Liverpool 1-1. Okay, on previous 6 games in the league, Chelsea were on a 6-game losing streak.
Yeah.
They were losing game 6 consecutive matches, and at Chelsea losing all of them. And to some Liverpool Bobo was 1-1. Mikai say I was Stamford Bridge, and a City cost 3-0. And check crowd. Or the same Stamford Bridge, and a Manchester United cost 1-0. Andy, Omulusu 3-0 to Brighton. Our Stamford Bridge and a Nottingham Forest ekwasho omo kamiensa. Emma Chelsea yeti ekanu baako. In between these defeat, Elomunya asa 1-0 win over Leeds United no. So Chelsea coming into this game no, and they are not coming in their best of forms. They are playing against A City. They were saying there's something a very interesting coincidence. Me say and final Chelsea final also say 17.
Yeah, 17.
Meaning that I'm about 16 previous final. 16 previous final na Chelsea abono. We win is 8. So we win 8, I just want to say 8. Chelsea win rate or FA Cup no, FA Cup final no, 50. Man City about 14 finals. We win 7, LC 7. Also win rate or final no, 50%. 82 teams you know. Obia ko final do do na abono. We win half. And we lose half. But the end for Chelsea is Chelsea is the only team in the Premier League who lose 3 consecutive finals. You didn't see that. 3 consecutive finals. And it's a Medemawa. 2020 Chelsea boy FA Cup final. Obekaya. Arsenal show 2-1. Yeah. On board 2020 the following season, Chelsea again were back in the FA Cup final. Against Leicester City. I remember Leicester Chelsea anti. The following season, Chelsea were back in the FA Cup final again against Liverpool. Game ended 0-0. They lost 6-5 on penalties. The only team lose 3 consecutive finals. Chelsea. So we lose one. So you consecutive. But almost satisfied record not one. Only the Man City so abe the only team one about 4 consecutive FA Cup final. C'est tu elucine game na. Sa Chelsea 3 consecutive FA Cup final losses no. Chelsea so ye City so ye. Yengom. Since a Man City eba in the FA Cup final 2023, Manchester by 2-1 no. Man City so about FA Cup final twasu mienu omalusu ni mienu nyina. Obekai. The 2 previous one was Manchester by 2-1 2023. Yeah. 2024 Manchester by 2-1. Yeah. Last season they lost 1-0 to Crystal Palace. The Man City so lose 2 consecutive final. If they lose now, Chelsea they no mayeno. Man City to say eba baby.
So far gas pass men chow man.
Me jene so.
So ti issue the pa.
Me jene so.
Papa chow.
80 Man City would like to avoid that unwanted record of equaling that Chelsea's unwanted record. 3 consecutive FA Cup final. Oba no Lucy. Man City Lucy the last 2. Olusu na die na. The Chelsea ya na omumpeno. City nso ba baby. Now hadie. Man City the last 23 FA Cup games, make FA Cup games nko Omo win 21. Nyeno no malusu no came in the final. 23 FA Cup games. City win 21. Nyeno no malusu no all of them came in the final. Since a Pep take over. See the FA Cup bonus Liga. Ka City agini nyina o. Since a Pep take over from Man City in 2016. There is no team or winning more FA Cup games than Man City or winning 45 games. In that sequence, Man City has 159 goals. There's no team Pep about Premier League watch more goals than City in the FA Cup. Again, in that sequence, Man City a team were keeping the most clean sheet in the FA Cup, 28 clean sheet. Season way Chelsea share Podve 7-0 Man City so recorded their highest ever win in the FA Cup. So almost che Ezeta. As 10-1. That 10-1 Man City highest ever FA Cup win in their history. When they win in a game Chelsea G and Ewinia Europa League guaranteed. Season in yedie, but at least over the cap will be fee. And it's not a comfort.
At least you have something to show.
City are disappointing in the Champions League. League, mathematically they are not out, but very, very difficult.
Yeah.
City so 8 FA Cup no e de beka EFL no ho. No this second in the league. Their season are not been bad.
Yeah, when you domestic double.
Domestic double. In fact, the only 6 teams are on my domestic double. Premier League ni be wiase nyina no. Domestic double no 16 penaye. Man City one of them. 2017-2018 were a domestic double. Or say ba be bim. And that's another motivation City back into this game. Yeah. Pep, a man for you overrated. Meaning, how will be back as a Pep overrated? I don't know why. Say Pep overrated here, and the coach is not carrying there. You should not even rate them. Oba England, you know, we're 24th timer, all game or Wembley. Wembley, no, and the over Wembley, now semi-finals and finals.
Yeah.
And for a manager to come into the Premier League and play the 24th game at Wembley, HSA in the cup games, you know, and the Onimbo. Yeah? What the kaka? I said, SARS Chelsea win Omunya City in the Champions League 2021. Abri City for crew. 13 games afterwards, Chelsea win be. That's what win be keke. On se 13 games and e bia ebe 9 bi air draw and a City win be 4 bia on se nkeye but sa 13 games na Chelsea win bi no Man City win 10 of them 10 and a 3 pound in the draw and a game no Chelsea will need Enzo Fernandez in the FA Cup no Enzo Fernandez goal involvement no and the N9 was a 5 and I provided was the goal involvement in 9 was a 5 goals and I provided a 5 assist. Kadia was saying only the last Chelsea player was share goal our FA Cup semi-final. As I share goal our final. Also Enzo and a share goal in the semi-final. The last Chelsea players are almost share goal in the FA Cup semi-finals and finals no came all the way back in 2012-2011. Ramirez and Didier Drogba. They scored in the semi-final and they scored again in the final. So Enzo Ebo number 10. And then there be one player me see me feeling no. But the form not they play Hami and Kopama. What the kaka Kopama also in the final game no always come to the party. So Chelsea ever standing any chance. So bet me cup here. Adi Kopama must come to the party. Enzo must come to the party. Enzo botena. Then or shifting Kopama to the right. Now Joao Pedro. Adi online. Joao Pedro anya badu. Season way. Se oko ayen starter. Joao Pedro equal 20 goals for Chelsea. Not bad. For a Chelsea player, Chelsea nya bad season. No, I said 20 goals there. Andy, me just say I feel that bad. But on what attack, we need to come to the party. Then tia, as on attack, we need to come to the party. They say, on defense, ain't mean save you. Only say the last 22 games at Chelsea abono. Emu 2 penalty keep clean sheet. The last 22 games at Chelsea abono. Emu 2 pe and at Chelsea keep a clean sheet. Meaning that keeping a clean sheet against Man City extremely difficult. But better on net there. What do they need to do to win the game? They also need to score. And then, can they prevent Man City from scoring? On a paper and the line up, no. Me also say City wings in the air. On match alpha, me boy. Jeremy Doku as maintain position. The last 4 games, a Man City abono. Say Doku a Man City best player.
Yeah.
Nah. Semenyo. After the other end, Semenyo last game against Crystal Palace, he was excellent.
He even scored.
Haaland belly dia attacking. Man, we are coaching a state of dilemma between Foden and Ryan Cherki.
Foden born against
Crystal Palace and provided 2 assists. Edge man of the match. So game or the Ryan Cherki extra bench because of this FA Cup. But Foden born boy Who you coach? One here better to be starting. But I am sure the coach rested Ryan Sheki because of this game. To Ryan Sheki beba, I be fan number 10 no. Na Semenyo, any Doku, any Haaland, LED attack no. Chelsea can't keep a clean sheet. Man City will score. Can they outscore Man City? I don't think so. I see Man City winning this FA Cup. FA Cup with Man City. Maybe Chelsea can get a goal, but as so much lift cup in the I doubt they can't.
Mira says Christian I say and no mess about who you say na ya to us but Maxwell Nana ACN boss.
Andy.
Yenhwe amonani moy.
Well, me running around all over the world because I league in here, baby, and as a Christian I yeah matches no win to my main baby. We also Cup Confederation Cup final so baso. Cup Champions League final baso. And a host of other games Senior Germany situation. But in Germany, you start with Germany. Also the league is done and dusted. And Bayern Munich add the league, you know, once again. But they are buying there when it's be here 4 or more goals. Now I had a team that have scored more goals in the league, you know, for a single season in the top 5 leagues, you know. It's clearly speaking only FC Cologne and Airball. And FC Cologne so like almost stay, like they've almost beat the relegation almost stay. Into the outcome of this match, you know, inconsequential for FC Cologne. But because Bayern Munich want to make that record happen, I think they're still going to go out all time. Because Bayern Munich, don't forget, some more day, DFB Pokal not to play. So the question is whether or not they will rest some of the key players and making sure some Pokal no much me akwaji. And yes, answer there. Are they going to play to get a record? Big teams like that want to make record. And I feel say Bayern is going to win this game. Ebia even handicap 1. Ebia yen starting game no watch it. FC Cologne 1 goal. Bayern beba betia sign Edibidia account. I think say Bayern stand a very good way. Then again, just a little advice. Teams na omu here points no. Say or dasro or that form no. O come be very careful. Because season we men who trained to be almost all the teams are in the Nanka almost big teams are almost struggle so mbeko relegation. I can't say for a fact, but it looks like they are being favored by their colleague by their other teams around. For example, in Spain, over teams like Sevilla struggled all season. By their last 2-3 matches.
All of a sudden I say baby
Sevilla is a big club.
Yeah.
Very, very big club. For them to get a drop on a bed, it was Spain, the biggest clubs here, Madrid, Barcelona, and Valencia. In recent time, Valencia, no. Also, Valencia also struggle in recent time, but yet they on be free. And game now, Barcelona, so Alaves, about 3-4 days ago, a boy. Alaves say Barca one no more they say and your man. 1,000 back with 600 back with double chance keke.
Misusu Bibi.
Oh, Misusu Bibi. Misusu Bibi pa. Double chance when you win. Nasa boarding ya Barcelona am short on target.
Barca Alaves no ko Barca double chance.
Na also Barca ehuyegu.
1.5
And so making sure baby are be fair be emfa. But you say unti wo hwa. But Odim said the whole of the game Barca am short on target. And do you think this is real?
It's not surprising.
Look at even Atletico de Madrid. It drew baby almost a league no more position here secured no. Eddie Ombeko Champions League. Who results from Mungai? You guys need to be very, very, very careful. Bemom teams be what? Almost a Napoli crow qua way to Pisa. Pisa is also relegated. Napoli so no. That second, at least they will fight to place the second. And I also see a match, but then Napoli would have to win. But game need to say AS Roma ne SS Lazio. SS Lazio what the Copa no so more lose to Inter.
Yeah, almost to Inter.
And now mono to be in Europe. Into more position is sealed. But AS Roma ebe here a win so that their chance of playing the Champions League no will be cemented. And AS Roma are also playing at home. See a game like that, which we call AS Roma, will make sure at home they will let it count. Meaning so what else? Come on the other hand, so a here point. If they should push up, say but just a table. Italy table.
Italian table.
I heard my Indigo. Como and so be here up some points to push up. But on a Parma and Ebo Parma, your team be more stubborn.
There's a Como that sees with 65.
65, sure.
And a Roma that thief with 67.
Good. It is a Como say Roma. Como winning Parma. Na Roma elusua. Como chances of playing Champions League in a much brighter. Meboa.
And no crown obey here the last game.
Obey here the last game.
Milan so near man shadan kuyo.
Almost do almost san. Normally me who dey almost san.
Yes, Anna say or we need just like you were saying.
Yeah.
Say como we name Roma Lucia. Milan so results ebe depend. Say Milan could lose ebe 1 point.
Yeah. Inti e ho no.
Na ka the last game.
Inti e ho no be fight inti say team no bo home no. We den a obesisi away na hye no. When to me anse na na bia sa na yese eba. I hope is a como odd ni say so pa. Oh, but Parma e team bia and the omo ha adwene. So what's the Parma for na? Omo ha adwene, but things say we the Fabregas. And a Como are not playing well because last game number over the weekend no. And the 9 year crowd, minute. I think someone Hellas Verona or something. Last team and a boy minute no much me share 1 goal. It wasn't the best into in England there. Akesifo no. Oh. Akesifo. Enye Chelsea your friend saying Arsenal ne City. Obi abe win, but I am in moderation. Because games like this no. Say City they are not playing to almost bought your friends FA Cup no. But Arsenal will play.
Arsenal play on
Monday. Okay, see, Arsenal will play before City.
Yeah, City will I think Tuesday.
Oh, now say the na league the Arsenal Nigeria. Arsenal sa bomb be so mo sha no ma sa atwum sen. So de bia na say City hwe mo anim na kwa say me no kwa akra mpa jo tia say wo na medo so na me na ba. Me tumrika meduru adwo me fi say meduru na wo konongo. Na say me san nanti ba me ba no wa say aduru nkoko ya nye ne sa. Won enti na enum bia adwene say o ma se da he bibia sa Arsenal League no. Won dia metron. Enti that's it. Enti teams na and the omo battle relegation no. And non ohona will say Oma when Nico a team no form. I be set Tottenham Hotspur say. Omo game last week, Omoni Aston Villa, we were there near year 1-2, and my boys told me say, Enyadi Ombekombe winning game, and they won it. But Burnley ne Aston Villa, who the Aston Villa yeah, Omoko Green Omagu Omoni Burnley. But against Liverpool, you saw what they did. Into games the more quiet, some we more careful. Now you heard the Beko in France there. Now, story about France and Madrid so Mentiasio. Who has been voted the League One Player of the Year? Ousmane Dembele. Or starting how many matches in the league? 9. No, also France for Ramoka on America said, if you do this is a Farmers League. These are some of the characteristics of Farmers League. How can you do that? He started only 9 matches. Also, Luis Enrique bought makeshift when they play a rotation system and air work. Into this season, no, most of the games the key players are rested. Into now, member Champions League, no more fresh. Because go focus he started Champions League now. PSG is more, but getting to the dying embers of the competition, no more so just I know any team no. And they be no more afraid. But Andy Mpacho, let's be fair here, Mpacho. You know I love Dembele so much. Obaba crab about 2 seasons, I'll be okay. And I really bless him to be winning all world because he's gone through a lot. He's gone through a lot of hates and all these things. Time or no any team no boom crab players no crab were against him. So if this is the time no or Peja mini pro, I'd say has goalkeeper but the question is Dandy. So starting 9 matches, how on earth are you voted a player of the season? Saying. Let's say a grand plan. So I did League One player of the season. Why did League One? It almost Champions League no so. But in the Champions League, he's doing very well. You take everything away because you know the big game they stand up to be counted. But me PSG best player, Kibicha Kvaratskhelia, hands down. That is not to discredit your friend Dembele. Even do a munina we cross Vitinha munina so mo yade. But chale Kibicha Kvaratskhelia, mesre UEFA for ni ade say memma be obi free. But they are why and the minister this guy is a hell of a player and consistency wise or taking the boxes. We're from Napoli. When they won the league with Osimhen Momeboa or twice the other season, we all thought it was a fluke. But about PSG, what him say in the Champions so far was 10 goals. Was 10 goals, me boy. Because the last game no boy, it was Dembele who scored. It's before then who I said 10 goals. On any Zlatan Ibrahimovic a PSG players at one season, no matter those number of goals. And from the knockout stages in almost all the game minus last one in and was a goal. Now final one who send your or the interphone. Oni born born to be America says and first na. Nkan this play with Barca and Madrid de Coma or cool team knows of Barca or Madrid. And can play with Nuno Mendes. Ye fan and as a mufan night. But few since you are moon to me, yes, sir. It's a more president now, Tona Casacasa, no Njai Casacasano. Say Yenjai Casacasa night, ya mapping up a strategy. Not your friend saying Spanish Giants, no, Amfa Bibia Ma, Andy, a bedion. Because say PSG back player one, a bit now Julian Alvarez. Barcelona for home pie, but Scataway. But see, Barcelona best spend the amount you want to and they say, Obebadi on between the Atono. But the question is that Luis Enrique PSG projects are very enticing that he might also move there. In fact, if you hear a team like Arsenal, Yemfa Bibian Tunche, although they are not playing well, majority as yeah. We believe in boy because me a Barca and me a Madrid. You can never tell me say boy you can't tell me that. Maybe I can tell other teams, yeah, but that has been our style. Manchester United, you can't tell them that because that has been their style. Fegmota, that's what they saw. It's in these teams, it's not just about winning, but we win beautifully. That is, I say, my always, you can see the mom who offend your pay. Don't come and tell us, oh, my body is by and yes, your ban who offend your pay. It will scar or cover the also by simple. But also what you must say. Ana one mengaje na me ka me boa resident bobo on hwan na ninje me boa Ronaldo senior by hwan na ninje Figo ko na hwan na ninje Ronaldo no hwan na Messi na hwan Iniesta Xavi mo nyom ne ne ebo mudi ende Vini mo Mbappe mo ne ari nyom ne ebo mudi she small boy ada gole until say obenya this said but her ball and her goals are not she nye no ne kan wasem but say we think to ma mention in life no we ordinary things are you will still be ordinary. The same thing with your ben extraordinary or only a bonus so until be a becker saying bibi. But I will choose to do that even in boxing a concerning a blow near to me boy at the bubo being him. And then he haley beam we haley beam because blow na yet to the motor exceptionally. But also what the American say it's a born in an account near Maradona or the heard the greatest players are why name. Mbacho timi players e be wiase omuni bobo onyo mo na twetwe Mbacho ana bobodino onyo mo na twetwe Pele Johan Cruyff Pele ngofo fi so number but he was number 10 Johan Cruyff Pele Zidane Ronaldinho Maradona bobo lesson omo mo ntwe no mo we in the players e debate omo we hwan say enye Vinia enye Mbappe enye Lamina your friend say
Michael Olise
ana hwan Dembele Kivicha Kavaskila nyom na etwe enti ball na no anu ntwe no na etesa wo bobo ba se nya ntwe na je usome de ama we na se ne obi abetumi ayiri andi wo se untumi nge se bia akotoko match wo gina kire mentwe menge wo de anse ball ba no wa abo ama obi no ape ba bia agina minim se untumi nga andi wa sound to me nyo enti goalkeeping crown and the shot ne ye bomb ye che no se o che ne ma ne ye fa koto amone ade enti ejom so mo che ma ne ye fa enti no mo din ene ye goalkeeper bi so a Chesney
can the obirom sisia obi kama asema wa
Chesney so obeda form sisia enti andi me running amount there was this world record about league yenko Malaysia mbacho team be friend Johor Dural Tazim Omaje leg na to aso 12 years
omo ye ho ba
na 12 years me anga said me call mo achi me hu ada omo lose match da
so ade
edu ba me come ase
Malaysia champion
na so mind dia big team wom Ghana any big teams wa
me ko Malaysia kwa ko hu omo
media man ko to call bon say ye call media match so me say ko to 5 and omo say 4 o man say 4 ha say bon ye call magiza ha say go say ha say go and what I'm saying that's all mind bia and ye bobo ho nko ade your big team ho minim say what ate a eno na edi bed ntie bia onya man 8 now for big teams na ya no ho no mo no ya ade bebe nti omo odd so wo ka bom na utwa 100 a baby and na so call Liverpool to the assembly ade but the whole will not lose O man handicap 3 cry. Which team net 3 cry baby your whole best. And Andy 12 seasons for Major League. No more team a friend Kellerton 14-1.
No
on my last game.
How much I want?
Kellerton.
And we want to hear from
Johor. Johor Dural Tazim.
Now, on play
4 seasons. Come on, time.
I did do
time. Andy, 4 seasons ni omun lusu match wa league.
4 seasons.
4 seasons.
Omu yes na league no.
Omu 12 teams na ebo. And Andy sa obeha. Omu record say 108 league games omun lusu.
Ade.
Mensre. Sisi a joint world record. Udi mama na world record gito ya sek mimosa. Oza me ka sek de one question o. Wa hunipa. Obi so Kyrgyzstan. Obi so nasa Kyrgyzstan ne Cambodia ne Laos in our teams so.
Big teams so.
Ose
big teams so.
Teams so say Ekrobia atio. Big Ekrobia of ana they make count. Ekrobia or big team ne or small team. Ebi say Persepolis ewo Iran. So mo form on be kun.
Tina go fa Daganda the brave
Daganda only the Maldives. TNS the new saints ewo your friend say Wales on be kun ada be say the new saint lusu match na chesem ko for your my twegu somebody am nko who say team media ya wadi
Maxwell
Myanmar ena Wollongong
two go run my mind
na me yes boss Wollongong uni Wollongong Wolves Wollongong Wolves omo Australia uti di na be omo Australia Wollongong Wolves who say wa Yangon ya wa Yangon ya wa yada na bon
dia de kwa
omo so nyina your friend say country me Myanmar
they from there
Yangon yawo ayayawadi ene yawo Yangon
they be atemele ni vina kwa
what's it oh Andy say say na make sure say me ban scandi ebe say o mai bia wo teams akese ewo ene yawo teams nketwa we nti say ebia say uni say make okọ Argentina yawo team be fa ne Chaco forever almost our team. Was Argentina do almost to English because of English almost Chaco forever. Any village superstars. Okay. Almost St. Kitts and Nevis. You're from village superstars. I say more. St. Kitts and Nevis. No, you're mobile. We so Costa Rica, Herediano, we and Nicaragua. Jose. Ose
legend.
Menya legend bia una legend. Nya una outre. Watch them adia. Watch them adia we will say.
Me production kura me ngura. Hey.
The strong boys. The strongest. Our teams were strongest there. 80 Johor for no money asek Andy omo aye recorder 108 league matches unbeaten. Finally, Confederations Cup final. USM Zamalek any USM OGS neighbor. Now first leg no koye 1-0. Zamalek lose away. But game win I a low score because the last 3 no Marciano. USM SC baku 2-0 and a 1-0 and a 1-1 aba. You understand? It's a game goals in a 3. But looking at the same trend a course or final. Now, when a Bebofi, Zamalek Bebofi or Cairo. Now, what him say, Usman, that's a USM or just coach, no free Senegal. Your friend Lamine in the eye. The because Ghana, there's yet to walk us and Lamine in the eye. Or say, final match, they're born once. Into Omun stroke crowd, no Mubisia Ewon. Oh, said Zamalek and Gasa in recent times, no. Omo call them. Into no moon to me, Mate Elali. And a pyramids and so, SRBPM. It's now I saw more yet third. Like I said, the third force. Traditionally, they are the second force, but about form wise in recent time, no be the third force. It almost do my tension eba the Confederations Cup one. Because we say Champions League to be fight it. Into imagine 2019 and 2024. The Omuyi way free mono. Dreams for the frame semi final. They went on to win. Into almost person title for the third time. and a USM so margin 1. But USM so the same problem. The problem is that Oko Algeria League now. See MC Algiers your rivals no. Omuna take you over the league. The last 2-3 years in Omuna edge here. It's a USM Usma for no so your margin is adi almost be fuck up we almost Omuna one train. And the last two no Algerian Cup no margin. This is almost a belu is that. It's Omuna defending champion 2026. And almost to me as about another final. So Andy, it's going to be an interesting game, but I see say a very low scoring. They said Zamalek to score 2-0 no. Possible because Zamalek will form since here because Egyptian League na zero money leady. And now your friends a pyramid and sana Ali Abba and Ali form ne enye. It's a form na Zamalek won't. I think that Zamalek might be able to win at home. But the question is how many are they going to win? And it's a multi-million-dollar question. Okay. It be a 2-1, 2 goals be in the game. And the final, who's the Sundown so but final? Or money your friend is a FAR Rabat. Nanko for 2-way no. Say final match draw man ka memo mu nyina abo draw na ka debi ombebo draw abonus abe 50,000 unim de ntia. This last week FAR Rabat ne Olympic Club de Safi ko ball draw say bibia. Last match. And next ya Sundown so Omni TS Galaxy so we first half. Not TS Galaxy a bomb 3. No Marty 2. Ye we your musulusi. And for the first time no. Ever South Africa so Orlando Pirates. It's winning the 2 matches or be bona. And the Orlando Pirates be champions. Because Downs are about 30 matches in our 68 points. But Pirates was 65 points. Ne or bought Durban FC home. No, ne all better bought away. We know because 70 was or something changes. Because of what Sundowns did to me. And because of what FAR did to me game with me. But then if you say I didn't call North Africa too much when we are mature. And it's a downs. Because Confederations Cup no Usman is Zamalek ebe call North. Southern Champions League no FAR Rabat from Morocco. Nasa your friends say Sundowns there. I feel like I didn't get and spread in a community downs. We dear me dey ache mumu wini. Aha.
Mira se Maxo Nana Asian enso no na ye be fie na ye refi sem na to aso na ye monkomo isan se na no pay ya yenua se Scandi aba be kayensa a ene no ebedi nkomo na nyame admo chena activities a be koso e wo boase no enura on se oboy sikiba ha ebe ka de omo actors no omo prepare any activities e be koso nyina that's kind na bi aboko de
Andy nyame adom na onso e
nyankopa adom boko esa so mo akwaba
medase
Ashanti Gold 04 now a new Premier League team.
Sure.
In fact, my main share say time I'm share say any along your way and some na be brave we say but through all sa nneema ni nyina na enim Kromo Anso Division 1 bo ne din ya esi ye because your teams are no more Premier League status or more call Division 1 no omo isi o mada da mu bi ebi mo kura de say want to also call Division 2 ni ade but as go for who you mun na mu afa points na mu team be do bi na mu ne dwarfs
yeah
na se boso na omu team afa na mu team finally be do na say nyame aya do mama monya a Champions League sports qualification for that matter sana mu see no
Andy medase mame night for ni ahwefo nyina ase na mefa a big thank you mfama Pure FM and ABN at large. It's a project you started, you know, a munimusem bi. A drew baby a in terms of media platform, more available platform na the mine. In a drew baby here input. Nimdia ediaka de nimso hon de aye jumanswa. The whole crew from Chamu. ABC the last person or maybe I'm here myself. Obia Abwa Christian na microphone achi na ono onfa hu say ni nua Scandi mu na team as what obetew sanso na all hit no the direction is to make you stronger and not to build upon the moya dada no Christian emfanche yeda sanso na nation so no asem if you go to me the assembly you know I enjoy the journey na yes started ne baby a nyame aya adom de aba bedru no enti club president wow boss Mr. Eric me ba o se me mfa enkra ene enigin se mfa ma mo se a chance obehwe mo anim say ukwa de be kwa nyina visit chama it say on there
some director de na mo
on the shisha juma
tell na ma me time I dey free nyina
sure
onye chairman o nsa ha ye wa chairman ankasa wa
da bi ono ne chamu
okay
I say boss any boss no won nim chair boss
eno so obi na ka se me ka say
say omo mutie no obi omu o hwe na tare na echi a wa nwene kentero de anwene a chi sebe bob na na wo ba
zaskani to answer na
it's been very difficult. Mentna hana men kan hye me ho say ase yenya no roller coaster bisa. It's been very difficult. Unse a second season in Division 1 and nyame aya adom ene adwuma ye de ahoden ye na motaye chi no ye de nya Premier League status started as be quite heroes be quite your first season ye di 6
okay
but dia ye hu say cost ye pa no na experience and idea friend determination finishing edge because first season first round we were third behind All Blacks and Rose Park and me kai say mobile hobe hwe 2 games bi me kai asem a wo kai me kai de Jenkins so kai say skandi mobile yambo de Division 1 for bo as a ball na that form na wo prep na wo
pia ball say ho so de nim say
because ne kwa modeler ye pese de football ematim na ya akono na players no ho ya akono na omotima fete market no but said na make na some of those input na mo kai no ye tena ase wie season hu say no se ne wo experience kakra team no ai benya finishing edge na nke bia ye build a third position na your first round ke anko season so ye wie season na ye recruitment one thing you target here was experience tie the players are omabubu Division 1 na bi e wo mu experience pa e by ye fa Park Academy captain, former captain B. Yefa Asekem, former captain B. Yerum called Dwarfs. Ekofa player organic for the best midfielder in that particular season. Ewo hold the neba and TFA players ni be the buyer. Then yetrans no technically ni who said there are some coaches be omo yenya sa track record no sa trademark and say obey utima qualification or ya assured.
Okay.
Unse ye taibo coach mi said in for Sadio no. But coach then started a project this season. In the structure. Ohini Sevilla, there are about 4 teams that are involved or qualified to the Premier League.
Okay.
So we went in for an structure. Now we are assistant coach to Bashir Hilford, Heart of Lions. And one will share in first 10 games of the season. You attest to the fact say one, the players were efficient and they were effective. Relax. Go no my crown out say the opponent is not coming into the game. The only thing was that now born feno and then the pre no doors into na goes and mababa by a beshe. So you cover first 8 games unbeaten. Division 1. You go so yeah Jumana Muna. Your second draw game because your first draw game, your first game at home was to Dwarfs your ball 0-0. Okay. And a Rose Park ball draw boase. That was when you say you have to be very solid at home. You did you come on a year Jumana and a coach as how the 2 and him say the former boss our na ye Juma Kutoku Royals and your appointment with Go Stars. No be pese nkwane be kwa akoto aso ho. In fact, because near Nisu Juma no. But one thing we said to ourselves as management and I said the last thing we would do is to work with an employee whose heart is far away from the project.
Who wants to leave?
Yes, Opesoko. Say you player, say you coach, even a management member. Say Bibinti no person de Juma no esi baby odruna. Ebeye din say obejiri ni pa na say chinchina onye Juma wabra na akoma ni o. So we blessed him and our koi. Then we sought refuge in Coach Shaibu Isa. I want to qualify Ho United at the Premier League. Yeah, okay. So the target was clear. Yempe coaches on my bida terrain. Also about Bestati Juma. Oguso yana. Don't forget that your project here yesterday. Coach Karim Zito was a distant member of the project. Let me say it like that. He was a distant member.
Okay. Even before the appointment, yeah, with the man.
Yes. Or you will be yes, started this particular season. Yeah, boy justify or was on the head the technical team here the scouting.
I see.
Yes. He was there.
Okay.
On one better as my yes edgement. Anytime you are falling short of technical advice and
resorted to him.
Yeah, resorted to him. No abwenti. On the kotoko issues in Ekosono. Nanya sani epeno. But na sebi mfancha mitwi kasa na efuma yese obi dwan wu ana obi nkwa mwaye de. Etitama aware na ba so omne kotoko omne bisi wono. Na haye de but it was an opportunity for us. So we spoke to Coach Karim Zito na edin there because na nature nsa wom. But oje to mu say obeba beboy.
It's one presence.
Mpacho misel. Me come have a presence. Me have a presence so e ho e no busy as ne personal life e ho no busy nti ye di nkomo no wie ya oje to mu sa afedi obeba no. Ya ne technical team, the existing technical team e di nkomo, and they also it as a blessing. Say somebody of that magnitude, no, having coach in Ghana Premier League teams a bit mabobodi under 20, winning the WAFU under 20 and then the AFCON under 20. You know, you did Hong Kong no omoniji omoni so we brought him in. The target was to qualify for the Premier League and meet me account with all certainty. Say, adia ba kwa coach edebeka yi project no ma ye ni so ne say. Of the building on the existing standard of play na near bono.
Okay.
Ba fe goals no be dawson. Ti e kwase hwini akwase 4. Ye ko Future Stars, one of the most difficult teams e wo zoom. Ye kwase ejoso ye kwase omotre Okese Park. Ye share Ebony 4 e wo be kwai. Ye kwase think one of those central teams no. Sky.
Okay.
Sky ye share 4. Enti na goes na start ba and you could feel the flow and the players ni be your own say there be a couple players no relationship with our managers. These players and some of them were players during scouting, no coaching a scout on the mind wa breko no ye adwuma okotoko
to ono ne buy and na
there was that edge for them to play their heart out. One of those players say Sosu oba oboase a on White Pele.
Okay.
Or a national under 20 player, or can a national under 20, no, or Kevin De Bruyne and more type, no, to friend White Pele. And the standard of player, you or Obuaseno, Yeniaso. But you see, minim whether senior Wahidi on the name be whole GD, Christian Wahidi. Only say, a bequai, and your boy a first Division 1 game. Somehow, whether a divinity and an Finita portray so Obuasi 5 home match ban Tiakosia kind of bequai. And surprisingly and coincidentally, game near the qualification was the last of the ban na near Bo El Bequai assassin.
Okay.
Tiabo first game of Bequai and the confirm premier status no El Bequai. Something very significant. A dentino nananoma trankunyo monso bekwai any traditional council bekwai traditional council nyina no ya domo asepa mkomo ya ni omudi na daso ya kumam ye gidi se brano beba but wonim say division 1 zone 2 mimbu ada zones ne nimantia de but ne boarding pa so wo pe zone ex Premier League teams ewumpa esa zona so bia bebo bisa ko and na wahwe Premier League no so a the ama nations ehwo hyehye omoni abre a ekena omo so ombe ya anwo adwuma bi no the last 6 teams are promoted from zone 2 abobia no akọ relegation opa check it from the Premier League.
Okay.
Surprisingly 2 of them class Ababeji League no Go Stars ne Samatex Ababeji League no ayi by Basake Holy Stars by Odasuum Go Stars by Nations by Samatex by last season Accra so you buy All Blacks
All Blacks
All Blacks by the one other team I escape me to the last 6 promoters to the Premier League Obiansa and the Division 2 it means Obafa red hot iron ones are not qualified
the
honor ding and one beautiful thing about ye project in yes meti hana meka mo amunso motimi check out and say zone 2 in particular you started Premier League, you started Division 2 now, sorry, Division 1 now. ye boko na obo tse say oh team we na be qualify we mu na yesi omomra ekoba ne sa o de track omo results no omo ko bi home obo say ehun negative stories bebre na yakowie omo na. But I can say with all certainty say we've gone to difficult venues and cover results Chromo for Nadia to say the quality team na ba show me kai ko Future Stars. I was there. You started game no attention wom gidi bi first go by second go third go ye wie no omo ankasa no mboafu omo team no ni on place no manage ebi mo swai place no omo akon ho say the kind of performance omo hu na ye pe ni bitima sha omo ampa ye ko Rose Park the same thing see ye bo game ni wie no ye nya takwafo ni bia omo abeji tum be cheche place nse there bi ye omo tena bonten no a different from the quality na e park no so and you bisa me in a nutshell adwuma no aidin ana na edin but no kra ne say ye structure na kra no the president Mr. Eric Opajman, the co-president Mr. Isaac Mosai, and all the other board members plus management members na dey back we hu ye ne say the community of Boase edgy yetumu no there was no way unless you disappoint you oko Boase the MC Madam Fosila Vapia ose football ne nji hu bebre but time oti project ne nka no mo interested friend ne yetena ase ne ton vision the man that was when she became a football fan. And I can tell you say we Rob Boase me 3 games pe bi ni abo Boase ma hu no wo ye venue
me hu ni Facebook post. Yeah. Mostly or share Jesse.
Yes, or share Jesse no. Na un say mommy no ho fe pa. Ne ho fe pa. And na nyame so adom no enumunyam. No rusted him no more man from friend oba na. Ofuka oba na TV so de ba mfa nche. No den sa hye ne nofu na se. No awoso no nofu ase nofu no bia benum bi. Ose nofu no obi abenum bi. And she's been very fantastic. On no ankasa together with the Boase community, no. She's a shareholder of the club. On one kasa was shares our club, no. And our Boase municipal nankasa with the interest of a Boase community, no. And so was shares our club, no. And so now the Sariki Zongo, the chief of Zongo, a shareholder our club, no.
Then it means the team is for Boase.
It is some myth na nama bonten say you be na kofani team free
what you are giving us.
Let me give you even more. Sariki Zongo neba Alaji Jibrin ono so shares with team no.
Wow.
Masaudu ye former player of Ashanti Gold back ono ono or shares many Tony our shares or club no. Then the advanced traditional council nankasa was shares our club no.
So it's a team for the people there.
For the community. Yeah. And omuni be di one dance say buy no. Sebi ye parody e want to say nipa bia ye we bi ne nam ne ama ya battery so ne nam crofo so okrumo. Ade bia ye bia no. Ayo Boase. And don't forget Eric is born and bred of Boase and a former player of the Ashgood Academy. Who is called Boase friend Derek. Ni di Eric no mo friend Derek who ni dia. Time no more pretty or more old model no. No more assigning youth players to senior team players. So the bear will bet tell one what bring you up. He was assigned to Derek Boateng.
Oh, okay.
Eric was assigned to Derek Boateng.
Okay.
When on the tail, on the da, understood, you know. And he came up to be as a Derek Dina and Eric and Sucha Papa. Ochao, who the original fullback, the original middle as number 6 and so I big Chris one more when he better hope. And after that, we bought Dubiase, we bought Chelsea. So the interest and the passion is there. Yeah. Only Dim Koma, only say a video analyst or a certified video analyst. Only the game, one or two game no more. Obe was another now need to
Ampa, watch my agency so. No more a middle league in saying
yes.
Also, about two back when I'm
in the right back.
Yeah.
Or to game.
I feel watching my agency
game. So only need game at home. I give you a walk and wash with the journalistic eye a best kipuno with Mitchell. You call games near banner sometimes it be a goes a bell more describe who goes in the outside. If I were Nisukakra, who has obekyerɛ wo ma pass no call ha any the on the map space e ma player ni nya chance so it's been pure understanding and then coordination adia man for times na mo management team as a near and share home football mo ye ne sen nyame adom and the fact that the club president and our sponsors make sure say almost settle up to fail. That's one thing. Eric any Mr. Isaac Opon and Essence Energy nankasa almost sponsor they don't set you out to fail and this one more you failure na you want to fail. They will make sure say all other
requirements be
successful biano omo de bema in private life get a player wabo yitim from Bekwa Heroes ABC FC Ashanti Gold 4 whether the salary or bonus I could beyond the time I yasha see the bema no what they ask them ye tu kwan nyina no ye nyina ye asemeto Brekum Chelsea na a higher power because Brekum Chelsea a ben ye club no pa Mr. Amufa Jantuane me ankasa me boss Eric people who are very closely related into the scene higher but even at Division 1 there are games I call Western and now Central new book game new near here now Fafon as general manager Fre boss and game near we afeni bit was there be Adiasa Division 1 Adiasa mon na Adia Channel maba. So there are times I did 2 days we could be so go koda and sani abu game
no we are masada
we are ultimately there be the Crawford man nam mona Adia Channel maba. So it's been rosary for us simply because of the backing na yenya you know but game nankasa any the competition you face and there is been very very tough and I now understand why teams that qualify free hobano a difficult say very relegate you from Premier League no as a kwenti aboa unza aboa zone 2 no pa every season behind the
solid representation in the league
and in the last 6 years no only 2 teams when you relegate you more zone 2
okay
unze ideally no you relegate 2 na ba ko anya progression gana promotion ko premier na 3 spaces abedem na 3 champions from Ashanti Central Western abeshim but in the event that obi be free Premier League no you relegate no zone 2 na it's a 3 be free you be relegate 3 teams but in the last 6 years it's been 2 teams because omo kobo brawo omo sansa omo chima and that is the biggest targeter your best statistics in your baby mo be di hunkomo ye mpese be the first team in the last 6 years ye yako premier no na masaba ye chi say ye be division no way
the work can Sam have a lot entiama me sem no cry here now
me pay a plan of integrating the club within the community. In the minds of the people, I say alien club. Any idea about Obuasi community engagement? About community na J club na true no. As good phone release statement, you come and cry. If I almost say it was a needless statement. As a moment per se, chromophone say near the rare Ashanti Gold naba. It didn't matter. Chromophone team na true, but between now and then. Between now and the time best starting Ghana Premier League, no, any plan of having community engagement, mama community na say club na abano, and they need to get involved and support the
conscious effort. Be a
very important Christian, and say as part of young Kasaya sponsors, or more corporate social responsibility, no, or community now engagement. It is very important. Say. Obenya community connection. This season you decided to be donate a font shirt sponsor at the Anglo Good Ashanti.
Okay.
And the Essence Energy headline sponsor we took them off.
Wow.
And the Anglo Good Ashanti and just someone who say Eguani Mukama. Number 2, and say the Obuasi community, as I said, our shares our club through the municipal assembly. And let me put this on record, say apart from Mame Foster Lavapia me boni di ono ankasa personally washes. Sa ban best sound, sa ban sound. Whoever is the MC ewo Obuasi ni free wa. Obuasi Municipal Assembly nankasa no washes wa club no.
Okay.
For the people of Obuasi. Ti strictly community engagement and the only thing I say we are hearing and we are trying to exploit it. Say maybe Anglo Ashanti may have an interest one day again. We say football if line of production and more operations, but who knows? Sabi ababa no nam ho na obi enhu na otukwan ko school ko polish na oba na oba kurum ho a ultimate de na onim na to nchen ekọ animu ekọ hwede obi na ka kire me na me so ultimate hwe na give na nam na no why come on so baby an na me bu hu bebre say school for you twem ko no baby a hu no 4 years ago no se JHS ata afo bi wan say boost kaka gu na nsaso back sen no kon boot abesi wa afo say wokoke university or colleges say I know now watch you right by no na masisi so that is what we want to do. And like I said, the traditional council na nkasa no so no ma men na ponkwase in most of our home games oba na any just say players no hu na no more energy no at triple, because anytime we have a game be and we will make it cash donation to playing body no.
That's solid.
Into something that we have started already. Mene woka say there's a cleanup exercise ongoing. Okay. Players, technical team, supporters, any management members or more bossing in any movie now. Yeah, this cleanup exercise in Obuasi. And so be catch or say Obuasi community near distant from the club. I can tell you say enye no kwasem. Mene woka say me one post via no public na dey send them is me cutting razor say Kuma would need old players no. Yeah, team that be old players. We never said anywhere say yeah club no old players. Yes, see old players or more Obuasi. And don't make it look like so issues with the operations now, because I just say so be answer. Andy, I'm not sure say with the level of education and upbringing our no, the mere fact on Jake and na Jake ne Christian issues automatically only Christian issue. No, and see for Obuasi ex players or more ball the previous Ash Gold no a boy even national team. Ghana ha yenim omo say John Mensah from Ash Gold ebe captain your team no Opoku Ajimai and Wakasu no all those players ni nyina no omo bia o ya available bia no ebe opportunity to represent in the game because no nyina ja to mo excited by the fact that football is back. Don't forget some of these players ko no omo won Emma ewo faase no na we are measure Manchester United youth team na Kai Rooney we heard the standard of play only JJ Gabriel more bona okay say John Mensah ba okrumo no nyakwa Ash Gold Academy mu our prospects obebo edu baby ana papa ona obeka say team na aba no enye no boy into no interested in the project no way. So Christian, thank you very much. Yeah, try me sure say if you have not won their hearts, we are halfway through. And everybody I would do 2000 munyina na say me go catch mu Obuasi on into mu ono be ko hon tokwa omo ye full force in the project near in terms of supporters front no any Mr. Utiaken Temo ni omo nyina no eteche na men se nchira kro no nya no kotokose manga team no ko because you call boy pa
na echina no PFM the team neighbor team no ebinum bisi bin manemu.
Okay.
Inti package ni mumfa ni say a team.
Okay.
Enye individual. Okay. Boys two neighbor no. Okay. Ni shada nyu mun bisa.
Zaskandi. Say
what the K2 says. We are just a wa be chichire mo. No bet me mia.
It's na end the crowd on the program.
But there's some interview.
It's we na confirm it as a
interview. Me na man kwa so.
It's one thing the Christian kind no.
Ma menwi. Enkoma ya di nyina ne bra ma bread throughout nyina ne se nyame adom nkunimdi na ba.
Sure.
Now I understand say mo bibi stronko a mo pese mo ye na moma supporters nyɛ hu say no kre say FC Ashanti go for again the Premier League status, sure, which is my coronation. I mean, what are the arrangements because from Enra no boy ski wa ha.
Yeah.
Say your car so nim call for no new bobo has what do mo bobo and then say ya me add more china no. bia no appointment china bia no say bia later in the day number ho because china no nyame ya adom ye ni tia ebia ebeduru obuase na mukura no munya ma park ne to baby
china no wankasa kura no ma medical mo ye guests arrangement aye no baako and say let me say it nyame adom asechina bibia mfiri soro amete bayra homamu a Otex Sports Total Sports
okay
yebe no from Obuasi community no
fantastic
echina yebe ko hontem pa
okay
enti na meka se munya we guest show no so obia a guest show no so again one beautiful thing is a game no cause Obuasi but nye home game a Kim face home game and based on the arrangement FA no ne omo ye some person mo dey na coronation na my intino yemo game no Obuasi so most of the match day protocols no do yen yet to Obuasi there but home team no arrangement the team can say beautiful thing is that they've been very cooperative there are a lot of things omukra no Eddie Amaya say yen handle we near handle
more easy near ma
yes not together and yen make game no success in teaching and nyame adma and said the medical can clean up exercise ekoso
okay
mu clean your Obuasi community ni me bay me name ya me Tony Kasai na Tony say o my community ni mu bedru stadium honom
okay
so they are cleaning in and around the stadium na o mo pese echina wa bedru obi ano unse na yeguso a ye paint stadium no ye start ye na mu na ye ban no bai
okay
nti stadium no say na ya any contract anke ye paint stadium ni nyina wa obedru ochina bia obehu say from baby a VIP gate na ye de care room ko VIP no no efa fitem ho no
okay
there are portions are ya paint ya mono ko ye paint ya na ban na ba ya ye ja ho ko no so echina you will make sure say umfa watade fita ma stadium na o menu ho so ba stadium number 2 a game na o kan wasem ye hwese kuma wood ene X-Players no ebebo sa marketing reason no e dia man ye wo a youth team for Ashgo nso ya friend no Legends
okay
Legends second division side e wa Ashanti region he yayi no ebe the standard youth team and at the friend academy no
okay
for FC Ashanti Gold 04 eno nso no nya akwanya bemu a omuso besi akan e wo game no ma ameye hu e wo then game na nkasa no Kim face afami ati ase say the VVIP no strictly reserved
okay
but the VIP and the VIP ones no attract a fee of 50 Ghana cedis
okay
na center line no attract 20 Ghana cedis and ye guso ni omudi nkoma ye hwe an arrangement where enkwada and possibly Emma ebenya kwan a stadium more for free the two pools na chef and popular stands ni nyina no ebia ni December ba
okay
ama wonya akwanya so bedru wa ebia betima room free I'm saying ebia because